Testing, testing, testing. It was him. Rightio. I reckon we'll just call play. Play ball. That'll be a no ball off the pitch. That's extremely close. I reckon no. What do you want to do? I reckon it's worth a crack. I reckon this is going to be half a frame. We're in the game straight away. And it's Andrew Connell, my favourite. If I had given him out, he would have gone $5, I reckon. I might have cost myself here. We'll have a look. There's going to be a very small margin in this. Here we go. Oh, gee, they're going to... Oh, it hasn't hit yet, but it has now, and he's almost on the line, but not quite. So there you go. Oh, I had a gut feeling that it might have just been out in hindsight. You could probably hear that in my voice. What a great start for me it is. It was half a frame, so it's not a howler, but it is still the first decision of the night wrong, and there's no hiding away from it. So let's go. Good review that was by the Stingrays, and as I said, either team was going to be reviewing that one. That's a leg side. It's Phil Wakefield that's batting here with Andrew, not Phil Capper. Right. Yeah, April Fool's Day was, and there you go, mate. You get the first call wrong. There's Andrew. That makes me feel a bit better as he's out bowled. Last ball. As Clinton bowls here, and it's a good ball. It's okay, and that'll be the end of the over. Right, we get through the first over of the game. It's Tuesday night. -6 is the score, and we made Andrew on -8. Yep, tried to help him out as well. Most unlike me. Right, play ball. This is Frank Elliott, and that's a swing and a miss by Phil Wakefield. Third ball coming up here. What time is it? It's 6:04. It's 28 degrees. It's mostly sunny, and it's April Fool's Day, 1st of April 2025. That's hit straight on third ball, and the non-striker actually did keep moving continuously to this end. It didn't stop until he got in, so it won't be out on third ball. That they got one. Frank bowls to Andrew, and a full toss, not a high one. Hits it on the leg side, and they'll pick up a couple. 3 games for me on the WACA tonight. I'm looking forward to each and every one of those games. Every night's a good night. It's Phil Wakefield. Only got one for that effort. And last ball. The Sharks didn't have the full complement of plays here at the toss, I don't think. So we didn't toss the coin. The Stingrays agreed to field first. That's the end of the over. Anyway, it now looks as though both sides have the full 6. So I think that might be Sam. They're going to get to bowl this over. Play ball. So you made Sam and Andrew in the air, lands safely. Oh geez, Andrew's not the best runner between wickets. We've already seen it a couple of times. And And that also was going to be pretty close if they had to hit the stumps. It's a bit of outs, but you hit it well. It's going to be 3 or out, and 3 is what it'll be. I reckon he's gone the wrong end there, Jamie. Only chance of a run out really would have been the bowler's end in that situation, I felt. The guy up to 7 is well home. Top net, Tommy! Oh, he got a hand to it. It was a reasonably good effort. It wasn't a really easy catch by any stretch. So, it's only cost him a run, so, you know, I thought the fielding there was still quite reasonable by Tom Brown. That's a bit of outswing and well hit. There's Frank Elliott. Oh, the throw's a bit wide. He had a bit more time. He could have gone either end. Last ball, he chose this end. And the throw was a bit wide of Clinton, so it didn't really give the keeper much chance there either. Andrew straight. Good fielding by Sam. Now Jamie, the throw comes in. No, it doesn't. He doesn't let go of it. Why not? I ask myself. That's the end of the over. Oh, it's all happening here on the WACA. Everybody up and about. And James, play ball. Yep. Well, it's this one, and it's hit well. The bowler just lets it hit hits the stumps, and it ricochets for 5. And it was 5 to Andrew. That's a shocker. It bounced twice, but it was on the pitch. So 2 runs is what we're giving there. Benno, Clinton, Daniel. It's going to bounce twice as well. This time it's the leg side, so that's not very good bowling, just quietly. Josh, isn't it? That's hit straight, and he stuck his foot out. Oh, the ball's gone out of the net. Yeah, and Clinton makes sure I saw it to make sure that I don't pay any runs. Cross back, you know the drill. The batter's still waiting for confirmation from me there, hoping that some way or another that somehow the rule had changed magically after all these years, and we pay the 5 anyway. That's not the case, but they were hoping for that. That's wishful thinking at its best. A chance here. Oh, geez, that was going to be tight again. Anything that involves Andrew at the moment is close. And it's last ball. Yeah. That's a full toss. Well, good fielding by Jamie. Kept the scoring to 1. That's the end of the over. All right, the 19 runs after 4 overs. Not a bad start here for the Stingrays, actually, I reckon, at this stage of the game. Play ball. As Tommy bowls to Phil. And now he got an edge. And here's a chance for Frank. Oh dear, it's all happening still. Anyway, I wonder who's tuning in on YouTube. We could have people like Nathan, Isaac, Ash, Troy, just to name a few. G'day boys if you're watching. Could even be a few players from the Sharks that are not here tonight that could be tuning in as well. Anyway, sit back, enjoy the game, and we'll see who wins. Oh, top edge, it's going to land safely. They get 1. There's Tom Brown is the man. He comes in the bowl to Andrew. Hits it straight, and here we go. This is going to be gone. That's a really good throw from Clinton. The call was for this end, and that was the right call. And right on the money with a throw from the other end, hit the stumps directly, and the batsman was well short. Last ball, very exciting piece of play there by the Stingrays. Tom Brown. That beats the bat. That batsman had no clue at all, and that's the end of the over. So 1 for -1 for Tommy. Stingrays haven't won lots of games. I wonder how many they've won, if any, without, say, Nathan playing for them. Play ball. It'd be a big win for them if they're able to win without his assistance. Anyway, there's a long way to go on the game, obviously. Third ball. But both these sides are fairly evenly matched, I reckon. Both teams have had success over the other on occasions. That's going to be out. It'll go against Andrew because he was the one on strike and he missed the ball on third ball. So I'll be paying that against the striker on the third ball. As Jamie comes in the bowl to Phil. And that's a swing and a miss, a bit of turn there for the bowler. Only 13 runs at the moment. Another wicket would be absolute gold for the Stingray, especially if it came on the Super Bowl. Well, gee, there's a chance here as well. No, they end up getting through for one, but it wasn't very convincing. And it's last ball, Super Bowl. Every chance of a wicket on Super Bowl here. You probably go for the big shot. Be stumped, bowl, caught, run out. All those things are going to be possibilities, I reckon. What are we going to get? Hits it in the air, and the chance, they bugger it up down the end, and they get 8 end of the over. Oh dear, that was, as soon as he played that shot and I saw which area of the ground the ball was travelling, I thought to myself, there's a much better chance that this is -10 than it's going to be 8. Anyway, they just couldn't field the ball down there, and Nath, if you are watching, mate, I reckon you not being here cost the side 18 there, because that you would have swallowed that and ran in, taken the bails off, and would have been -10. And so your absence, I reckon, cost 18 on that one. Yeah, they weren't good, were they, particularly? Okay, play ball. Anyway, we've got Paul Leckie and Josh Sims. All right, the score's on 22. It really should be more like whatever it was going to be, bugger all. Now, don't pick them up. Okay, no, I don't reckon. I'll tell you why. And we can review. So you don't pick the stumps up. You've got to hit the stumps with the ball, and the ball has to be on the stumps has to be on the ground. Yeah, the first time you did, I think, we'll just review it. It'll be the easiest way to do this. Yeah, I know what he's trying to do. He's thinking outdoor rules. All right, so we're just gonna review it. That'll be the way to go here. So that's what we'll do. And then I'll explain it if I need to further. So we'll just review it. When he first hits the stumps, I reckon the non-striker's in. So let's just see what happens here. All right, we're bringing it up now. Okay, so he's about to hit the stumps there, and the non-striker is in. Right, that's initially. Right? Now he's got the ball in his hand. Oh, gee, has he hit him again there or not? Yep. There's still you don't take him out of the ground, but but anyway, let's just have another look. You might still have manufactured the wicket nevertheless. Yeah, well, he's got the ball in his hand there, and the stumps are on the ground, slightly elevated. So it is going to be out. Okay. Yep. So we'll pay that. Yep. It was interesting how that all came about. Was that the first ball of the over? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, because I put 0 in. I'll come back to my explanation on that, but at the end of the day, it is actually going to be out. Play ball. And that'll be nothing. Anyway, somehow before he picked the stumps up, he did still have the ball in his hand touching the stump with the batsman short. That'll be another chance here, they'll get 2. And when it all happened, I hadn't realised that was necessarily the case, because I'm watching him pick the stumps up. And so when you do break the stumps, the stumps have got to be on the ground, and they've also got to be on the part of the base has to be on that crease line. It's a wide last ball. And so when he picked the stumps up and hit the stumps continuously with the ball, that wouldn't be helping you as a fielding team. And putting the stumps back on the ground and not on that white line wouldn't be helping you either. And that's where I was coming from, where I'm thinking, I don't know if this is out or not. That's a 7, that's the end of the over. Good shot by Josh. Yep, so you don't pull, the stumps aren't in the ground for a start, so we don't pull them out of the, the carpet, because they're not stuck in the carpet. A play ball. But I know what he was thinking. He was thinking outdoor rules and, picking up the stump and holding the ball against the stump and all that sort of stuff, and that's not what you do in indoor cricket. Anyway, at the end of the day, it was out because before he lifted the stumps in the air, he'd already hit the stumps a second time. Once off the bat, once the non-striker had left. You hit it, yeah. Yeah, it would have been a wide, yeah, if he didn't hit it. Yeah. But when he first broke those stumps, the non-striker actually had held the crease, so it wasn't out initially. Anyway, hopefully that explains it. It's a very unique situation. I've hardly ever seen anything like that before. Third ball, once or twice probably in 40 years, but it's a rarity. And that'll be 2. And last ball. Right, this is Frank bowling the last ball of this over. And Josh hits it well, and Clinton doesn't take it, and it's gone for 7. That's the end of the over. I reckon that might have just hurt his finger a little bit. Anyway, that's second 7 that Josh has hit tonight. It's very exciting for him. A lot of the time he doesn't like to use the bat at all. Play ball, but tonight he's hammering them. That'll be a wide. He tried to hit it, but he didn't succeed. There was no point in hitting it because I gave him a wide. That'll be a dot ball. That's going to be 2. Hits it in the air on the leg side, and Tommy does the fielding, and they get 2 more. And it's last ball. Top net. Oh, good effort by Sam. Oh, Tommy needs to be there, and he did get there just in time, I think. That's the end of the over. So Sam's effort there to keep that off the net initially was sensational, and just needed Tom to ensure that it stayed off the net, and he managed to just do that. So to keep that down to 1 was a pretty good effort again by the Stingrays. This is Josh, play ball. Josh bowling to Josh. And he hits it straight, and that's saved by the fielder and saved by the non-striker. And again, we get through a situation where only 1 run scored. It's Josh. Gives that plenty of air, in fact too much. But end result is a dot ball, so doesn't really have any impact on the game. That's a good ball, and it's also going to be good keeping, and it's 100% stumped. Good work by Frank Elliott. This is Josh. Chance. Oh, look at the throw. It's hit middle stump from all the way back there. Oh, that's sensational. Gee, we've seen some amazing stuff happen in this game so far. Last ball. Yep, some very exciting play from both sides, really. There's been a couple of nice shots for 7. There's been some direct hits with the throws. There's been a couple of controversial run-out decisions, it's fair to say. It's had everything. No, I don't reckon that is, and that's the end of the over, and I don't think they're going to take us on that one. Yeah, so important to remember, as I said, with the stumps, is that you know, if you've got non-strikers and that's saving the crease and so forth, and then they believe and you want to hit the, you know, the stumps continuously with the ball, play ball, to make sure that it's going to be run out, just make sure the stumps are on the ground and the base is on the ground. That'll be out, by the way. Come back here, Josh. Paul was out, the non-striker didn't get back, and I can guarantee you that that was the case. Yeah, so leave the base with the stumps on the carpet, and at least part of that base must be on the white line that those stumps sit on. And when he had them in the air earlier and then he put them down again, they weren't on that line. Oh, it is just out. Josh is definitely going to review. Yeah, there it is. It's an immediate review, and it's semi-close, but it'll be gone, I reckon. So we're due to get one of these close ones right, and I reckon this will be the one. And the Stingrays will be hoping I'm right. Josh will be hoping not, but no, he's on the line. There's no doubt about it. It's clear. No, it's out already. There's the bail. The bail's off, and the bat is on the line, but it's definitely not over it. You can see the entire line there. And if I was to check the other camera, it might actually be out even a fraction more than that because the frame rate's different. But anyway, we only need to check one because out is out. Play ball. So it ended up being really, really tight again. This time we were okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're out of, well, what was wrong with it? You're out of your crease for a start. But anyway, nothing wrong with that ball from Tommy in my view, and it's a dot ball. He bowls here, and it's a similar ball actually. This time the batsman decides to reach out and hit it, and they get two, and it's last ball. Yeah, might have a look at the other camera for that other one when I get a moment, because it was well worth a look. That's hit his foot. Didn't want to use the bat there, and that's the end of the over. Hit your foot. What do you want, Josh? You want a wide? Yeah, hit your foot. He doesn't seem to think that hitting his foot is, he still wants the wide. I've got news for you. It's all bad. Yeah. Okay. Play ball. Pretty much the same result, either camera for that run out. Pretty much on the line with both of them. As it turned out, that's going to be not fielded. It's hit the side net first, so that's going to be 4. Side back. This is Jamie Pickles. No time to sit back and relax in this game so far. It's all happening. That's beating the bat. It's not a wide. Anyway, it's more fun to be involved in the game when you're umpiring these games down here at Seamer Sports. I don't know what Clinton was doing there. He stuck out one hand for some reason. I can only think it might have something to do with the fact that he hurt his finger earlier when he tried to take a catch a few overs ago. So I'm thinking that might be why he didn't go for that two-handed. Anyway, ended up going 7. Frank, that's pretty good. No, I don't reckon. What do you... Yeah, another review. Jesus Christ, this is going to be close too. Oh, crikey. We've had 4 pretty close ones. Well, this is the 4th. Let's have a look and see how close this ends up being. Well, I think he's going to make it comfortably. He's actually in quite easily. So he was calling, Clinton was calling, that's out, that's out, that's out. He said it 3 or 4 times. I said, I don't know. I went with no. He was actually in by 2 to 2.5 frames. Last ball, Super Ball. I thought, to be fair, it was a little bit closer than what that showed. Anyway, we've had 4 reviews, and we're 2 and 2. And they've all been pretty tight. So that's the end of the over, although that one there was probably a bigger margin than as I first thought it was going to be. What the hell happened there? That was that should be 2, I think. Yep. Anyway, what a fun night we're having so far. And as I say, it's good to be involved when you're in the chair. It's better than just sitting up here keeping score only and hardly having to make a call. Anyone can do that. This just makes it a much more exciting experience when you are involved. And we have been, as I say, we've had a lot to have to adjudicate on. Play ball. He could still be out here, and he will be. I don't. Andre, you can come back. Anyway, he almost played it on. Anyway, that's exciting stuff because Andre's out first ball for a golden duck, and everybody probably would find that mildly amusing, except possibly Andre. It could be out again here. The ball's gone out of the net. Oh Jesus! Cross back. So he was. What do you mean no? What are you talking about? He dropped the catch and it went out. So Andre's complaining that shouldn't be a dead ball. He wants the runs. Why? Well, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If you get an outside edge into the keeper and it goes through the net, that's still going to be dead ball, isn't it? So it's the same thing. Yeah, you hit it. Yeah, but you hit it and it hit the body and it ricocheted out of the net. It's dead ball, re-bowl every single day of the week. Yeah. They get one. Yeah, the only time that it wouldn't be if it's fielded out, we're talking about a situation where a fielder throws the ball out or kicks the ball out. And if that happens, the ball actually isn't re-bowled. You get the runs if you cross, and if you don't cross, you get nothing, and the ball still counts. But in that instance, that's a shot that's ricocheted off a net onto a fielder and then ricocheted out of the court, and that would be a dead ball re-bowl. No, not out. 3. Last ball. An example, as I just gave to Andre there, would be a top edge hits the keeper and then goes out of the net next to me. I mean, that's dead ball re-bowl. It's not. It's fielded out, so it doesn't count. It counts as a dot ball. That wouldn't be right. That's end of the over. That's a wide. So that is the difference. So when they talk about in the rules, and Andre wouldn't be aware of that in the rules, what I'm talking about there about the ball being fielded out, that'd be a whole new issue. But it's, when they're talking about fielding the ball and it goes out of the net for a dead ball, they're talking about play. They're talking about a deliberate act by the fielder to throw the ball or kick the ball or tap the ball or something like that, not a deflection or a ricochet. That's 2, by the way, Andre. Seven runs, and if you think about it, it makes sense. I mean, another example would be you smack it towards the back net and the bowler gets a fingernail on it and drops the catch and it goes through the back net, through the hole. We wouldn't go that's 7 because it's been fielded out and the bat is crossed. We wouldn't do that. We just go, the ball's been hit out of the net and it's going to be a dead ball, re-bowl, no score, which is similar to what happened in the first ball of this, or second ball of this partnership. Hopefully I've explained that clearly enough. Last ball. Frank. Andre hit it in the air, should be gone again, and this time Clinton takes it two-handed, and that's the end of the over. Yeah, Andre's here. So 2 overs in, and Andre on -2. Come on, Simon's on 11. It's got through past my guard just momentarily. Play ball. He actually hit a 7 there somewhere along the line. Andre hammers it. And side net, back net, and Andre into positive figures finally. That's not a good ball. It's a wide and a no ball. It's been called through for the run and works out okay for them in the end. So they get a wide +1. And that's side net, back net. Clinton. Not 7, sorry, 4. I hit the wrong button. It's 4. Yeah, just relax. Yeah, they were pretty quick. Jamie was very quick to pick up on that. Fair enough. Anyway, that's going to be 3 unless they run them out, which they don't do. And there's one ball remaining. They've got the score up to 68 here, but I reckon it's still in the sort of territory that would suit the Stingrays if they don't get Lott's ball. That'll be one, and that's the end of the over. If the Stingrays are chasing under 100, I reckon they'll give themselves every opportunity in this game. So if it's well below that, then well, dare I say it, be favourite. Play ball. Here's Josh. That's a short ball. It wasn't a good one. And I don't know why Jamie, again, didn't let the ball go. He had a definite chance of a run out at the bowler's end and decided to hang on to the ball. Yeah, well, that dropped a long way down at the end, so 2. Started up high, but then dropped when it got to the batsman. So, and he played it very comfortably for 2 on the leg side, did Simon. As Andre faces up for Josh, and here we go, in the air, and no, don't reckon. And 3, not going to take us on there. Yeah, there's been a number of tight calls in this game, not just the ones that have been reviewed either. There's been at least 3 others that have been fairly tight. That's absolute dog poo, and it's a no ball. Simon and Andre wanted him to go, and Simon just stood firm and said, I'm not leaving. Last ball, but to be fair, there was a run there. Well, that's shit as well. That's a wide, and that's the end of the over. Yep, so I was with Andre on that one. He was trying to call Simon through on the wide that was fumbled by the keeper, and there was a definite chance of an extra run, and Simon just didn't want to know about it. Play ball. This is Tom Brown. Oh, it beats the bat. There's no run. Yeah, it's Tom Brown, Mr. Brown, on his way to bowl to Andre. That'll be a wide, and we'll give him that. Score moves up to 83. Again, Andre. He hit that well. That's right out of the screws. That one he picks up 7. It's very handy runs for the Sharks. I thought that looked as if the Stingrays were going to keep the score under 100, and they still may well do that. But every chance for the Sharks to get a little bit above that as well. Still 7 balls to go. A little wicket. Oh, it's a good effort by Tom. He got a hand on it, but he had to make a lot of ground to do that. He was off balance and trying to take the catch. Last ball. So we will not be critical of that. As far as I was concerned, that was a really good effort in the field by Tom. Last ball. We only chastise people when it's a gimme or a shit piece of fielding. That wasn't the case. That's the end of the over. They get 1. So this, as it's turning out, both batters here are doing a pretty good job now. Andre a bit slow to get started, but now he's starting to play a few decent shots, and both score batters in the 20s. Play ball. So 1 over to go. They're on 93. And yeah, that's hit him in the midriff. Actually turned quite a long way. He's turned his back to the play, and they are allowed to run. It's not, fielding team probably won't be, no, it's not dead ball, Jamie. You're the last person that should be saying that. Yeah, the ball's not dead. Jamie would know that rule as much as anyone, because he's been playing down here for a number of years, not just before he, well before he started playing for the Stingrays. This is going to be only 1. Is that particularly great etiquette? Probably not, but it's certainly not a dead ball, and it's certainly within the rules, and I can only go by that when I'm umpiring the game. You know? Inside out shot. I'll pick up 2. Simon just playing with his gloves here at the moment. Anyway, here we go. And they're going to pick up 2 runs here. And it's last ball, Super Ball. They're on 99. I talked about the 100. He's got his back to the play again. And Andre was thinking about running again. Jamie, around the wicket, probably too late now, but it does need to be awake to that. So if they're going to be trying that sort of stuff, you need to, and they've already got away with it once. He's out of his crease there. So they get 2 on the Super Ball. That's the over. Can I grab the ball, please? So I was sort of leaning towards saying around about the 100 was more or less the benchmark, and they've ended up with 101. Thanks, mate. And I think the Stingrays just let things get away from them a little bit there in the pretty much the last 4 overs of that partnership. That's things turned around, and now 101. Hopefully, you'd imagine that'll still be the sort of score that gives both teams a chance in this game, I'm thinking. Let's hope we get a close one. Hey? Thanks, mate. Yeah. $101, eh? Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the coverage on YouTube. It was an exciting first innings for the night, I thought, one way or another. We weren't just going through the motions. There was a lot happening. All right, so who's going to open the batting? It looks like Jamie and Frank. Each pair. Got to be looking and setting themselves up roughly 30. Sounds easy when you put it in those terms. Every pair picks up 30 runs. It's only, 5 and over. 5 or 6 and over is going to get them there. It's all well and good as long as you don't lose wickets. Looks like it might be Phil Wakefield to open the bowling. Jamie's going to face up the first ball. And Paul Leckie's going to keep. I'll continue to have a crack at umpiring. Play ball. Fresh set of reviews for both teams as the new innings starts. Full toss, good use of the feet. Misfielded down the back by Andre. What might have been 3 ended up being 4. Phil, another full toss, and he whacks it, gets his foot out of the way. No, he's fumbled that. I don't reckon he's out anyway. Yeah, so I reckon, you want a review? Okay. They're going to review here. I'm not sure that the ball's actually hit the stumps, and I've got to say this, even if it has, I think there's a chance that the batter may have even made his ground anyway. So we're going to, we've got a few things to look at here. Another early review. I know that Phil definitely tried to get his foot out the way. It's got nothing to do with what happened with the bowler because the ball's hit the net. Yeah. All right. Still hasn't happened yet. But you couldn't say you couldn't tell anything from that. Okay. Let's go to another view. You can't tell from that. I'm gonna give you every chance here. Well, where's the ball? I'm going to have to go keeper's end to find out whether this is out. Okay, all right. Now I'm satisfied, boys. Hey, we don't need any arguing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, all right. All right. Anyway, they're arguing. Their players are arguing about that run that they sneaked in that last innings. That's what that dispute is about. Anyway, end of the day, it is out. Right, play ball. So you can see a frame there. I'll talk to you about that more in a minute. That'll be 2. Yeah. So. There's a frame there where Andre has the ball in his hands, hitting the stumps. And then the ball jars free after that. And I had to use 3 cameras to find that, so both bowlers and cameras didn't help me. Last ball, I went to the keeper's end camera. Players were still arguing with one another. End of the over. Anyway, I'm not going to get talked into anything when it comes to the reviews. I'm just going to make up my mind based on what I can see. And when I actually showed them the third view from the keeper's end, everyone could see that it was actually out, and so it was a no-brainer in the end. But people give up on the review sometimes after the first angle, and you've got to remember I've got 3 cameras to work with, and they don't all. Sometimes you get filters in the way, or whatever, play ball, and that's what actually happened. So. If we only had one camera to work with, that's a good ball, and it had been the bowler's end only, would have gone with umpire's call, which would have been not out, inconclusive, keep your review. Third ball, but I knew from experience that there'd be a chance that the keeper's end camera might help us out, and it did. 2 runs. Anyway, at the end of the day, justice was served and the right decision was made, and I can prove it, and I have proven it. Jamie, it's a good shot, and not out. That'll be home. I get 7. Never a dull moment in this game. Absolutely not. People sneaking runs, people lifting the stumps in the air. A couple of half a frame decisions made. A couple right, a couple wrong. That's a good catch. And last ball. Just face the last one, Jamie, I don't know. They were about level. Josh is the bowler here. And he hits that pretty well. Gee whiz, it goes all the way again. That's the end of the over. So a couple of really good shots by Jamie, and that helps the Stingrays out a lot actually, because Jamie's on 20. And they have lost a couple of wickets, but still got 14 runs after 2, and that still leaves them with it's a decent start. Play ball. So Paul Leckie will be bowling here. That would have been a wide. He hit it and he only get 1. Yeah, when I was doing that last review and I was doing the 2 bowlers and cameras, I got the fielding team yelling at me going, "There you go, Woz, you can see it's out." And I'm going, "I can't actually see the ball, mate." No ball off the pitch. And they were just trying to, make me see something that wasn't there to be seen. And that's why, but as I said, we were able to find another camera that made it clear cut, no ball. And to be run out, so it was a clear cut, no ball for too high, but it's been run out, yeah. So handy wicket for the Sharks. A little bit unfortunate for the Stingrays there, as he hit the ball fairly well. But good piece of fielding by Simon in the air. That'll land safely. That's 2, and it's last ball. This is Paul bowling to Frank. Good ball, but not a great shot, and that's the end of the over. Went for the great big heave-ho through mid-wicket and didn't make contact. Well bowled by Paul. We need new stumps, Lewis. Lloyd Christmas, we need new stumps, mate. If you can take this, yeah. Have you got the YouTube on in the office, have you? Yeah, oh, yeah, he does. He must have, because he's bringing new stumps out now. Yeah. It's been a pretty tough game, actually. Anyone out there want my job? Let me tell you, it's tough titties, mate, because you're not getting it, because despite the fact that we've made a couple of blues, I'm still like a pig in shit loving this job all the time. And if I could do more games, I would. It's not for everybody, no doubt. Play ball. Yep, this has come on Simon. It's full toss, but it's not a high one. That'll land safe, and they'll get 4. Anyway, it's been an exciting, somewhat even possibly controversial game so far, and I'm hoping for a real good finish. It's going to be 2. Phil Wakefield doesn't normally hit the stumps from that position, but in fact doesn't usually hit the stumps, period. That might be a tad harsh. You hit him then, the batsman was in by about 2 metres. This has come on Simon. Everyone would like to be facing this bloke. No, and that's a no ball too high without doubt. And that'll be a no ball +3 as it turned out in the end. Yeah, Simon. He's gone for 11 off 3, which is probably 10 short of what it could have been, depending on who's batting. So he comes in the bowl here, and he hammers that all the way for 5. That would have been out again, but he missed. And the batting team were probably feeling like the Sharks were due to miss one of those, and they have. So 5 runs, handy runs, and last ball. Jamie Pickles on strike to Simon. And he'll be looking to smack that to the back net, and he does a pretty good job. He'll get 4, and that's the end of the over. Oh, they get 20 runs off that over. Come on, Simon. Look at Jamie Pickles, 36. Frank Elliott's nice to see him show up at the moment, but -7 is all he's given us. But I tell you what, 29 after 4 overs is still puts the Stingrays up and about in this contest. It's a team game. Frank's been run out a couple of times, you know, it's not necessarily a bad shot play by any stretch. Play ball. Paul Leckie again. It's on. I reckon it's just good enough. I think the batsman knew that, as you can see the look on his face a little bit there, like he just felt like he probably should have actually hit the ball. You know, it was a tight one. I thought it was just inside the line. He gives himself room and plays a nice shot on the offside, picks up 2. Score goes to 31. Better than even money chance here of at least getting the first skin here, the Stingrays, as they're 9 ahead at the moment. 8 balls to go. Wide. On the line. And we've had a couple of tight ones, and one I called just in, one I called just out. Outside the line, that is. And there was no argument from the bowler on that one. That's well bowled, and the batter did well to keep it out. They get 1. Decent player of indoor cricket he is. Off the body, I'll get through for 1. That's the end of the over. Got another over, Jamie. Yeah, feel free to come back down here. Good to go, I think. Yep, play ball. So Andre round the wicket. This will be an interesting contest. These guys exchanged words during that review we did. It probably splits the difference a bit there, because he hit it pretty well, but he's picked out Simon and been caught. So he probably felt like he was in decent control of the shot. And as I said, made good contact, but picked out the fielder. He hits that one pretty well, and it ricochets off fielder and non-striker, I reckon. Anyway, ends up being 2. Over the wicket. Yep, over the wicket to the right-hander. Frank needs to concentrate on this one, as it's a good ball, and he hit it well. It's not out yet. Oh, no. Yeah, well, I still reckon it's not out, but you can have a look if you want. You went like this, and I don't know that you actually hit the stumps with the ball, and even if you did again, it might not be out. Andrew reckons no. So they're not reviewing it. Yeah, so I think the keeper wasn't sure, I don't think, whether it was out or not. And the fielder's up close here didn't think it was, and neither did I. It certainly wasn't conclusively out from what I could see. Another one of those ugly ones. That lands in front of the fielder. They'll get 2. Last ball, super ball. might see if I can have a look at that, the change of partnership, and just let you know if I can find a conclusive result to it. But yeah, can't give those out unless you're dead set sure they are, and I certainly was a long way off dead set sure. Well bowled, he got it out and got 6 for that. That's the end of the overs. That's very, very handy runs. Why? No, that wasn't that hot. No, that wasn't a high one, the one that you paid the pull shot. No. Anyway, I will just see if I can find that other one. I reckon I might have start by maybe going from the bowler's end. It might actually give me a better result. Players ready? Don't want to hold this game up though. Wasn't that ball? Right. Play. I'll come back to that, people, as these players are ready. Good ball. Hits his foot. And Tom manages to get down the other end maybe just in time. Clinton was yelling at him to hurry up and make his ground, and he probably only just got there. Wide, but where am I? Yeah, it's coming. There's Phil bowls to Sam, and that's not hit very far, but 1 run will be scored. And that's beaten the outside edge of the bat. There's no run. Last ball. That would have been out, but he missed. They get 3. That's the end of the over. Right, let's see if I can decipher this other one. It's hard to tell. Play. Good ball, just inside the line. Hits it straight. Not out, but they won't score either, as they don't run. Probably a good decision in the end. Leg side, last ball. The honest truth on that other one that they didn't, yeah. 2 runs there, end of the over. Sorry, what? Oh, that's years ago. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. Long time ago that we brought in the rule where you had to, you didn't get 4s or 6s unless you ran. No, when you were allowed to do it, you could do it all the time. Play ball. You could, back in the day, you were able to stand there, hit 5 6s in a row and not run on any of them, get 30 and then swap ends. That used to be a rule. Anyway, going back to that other one, it wouldn't have been a conclusive one either way. The one that I gave not out, not sure if he had it. 2 runs. First of all, it was difficult to tell whether he actually had the ball or not. And as to whether if the stumps were broken before the batter made it, possibly just contact on the stump before the batter was in, but it was a tight thing. 5. Commentating. wide ball. The throw comes in. It's come on. I reckon it's out. Yeah, the review's coming. Okay, so this is one of those ones where I'm absolutely sure that it's come off the fielder onto the stumps. So the only issue here is going to be, is he out? So I definitely, this isn't a guess or anything like that. This has clearly come off Simon's leg and it hits the stumps. So what we're going to be looking at, I'll be able to show people this, and here we are now. There it goes, onto the stump and short. So out it is. Yep, so it was another one of those what you'd call a bit of an ugly wicket and a bit lucky for the fielding team. But in that instance, last ball, I will pay those sort of situations when I'm absolutely sure that's what's happened. And that's what I was, and I called that straight away, and that's the end of the over. 2 runs to Tommy. So there's a difference between me giving that out with certainty and giving things not out because I'm not sure whether they had the ball in their hand or whether the ball's hit the stumps even, all those sort of things. That's a different scenario. Anyway, we checked it and it was the correct call. Play ball. Geez, what a game we've had here. Wide. I don't know what you saw. Yeah, be quiet, Simon. That's a clear wide, my friend. He goes, as if to say he's been absolutely ripped off, robbed and swindled. But that's not the case. Nice shot. 2 runs is what that's going to be, just this side of the tape. He bowls this and it's beats the bat in the end. I was going to say full toss, but it did just land a bit before that happened. Again, the skin, we're approaching the skin here again for the Stingrays. What's going to happen here? Oh, gee, Tommy just held the crease a little bit too long. And he knew it as he was running. Yeah, he did. Last ball, the keeper had the ball in his hand that time. Tommy knew as he was running down here that he was always pushing shit uphill, and he actually did a pretty good job to get as close as he got, but it still wasn't close enough. Nice shot, and they get 2. That's the end of the over. Play ball. And it's a nice shot. And, they get a couple. As Andrew bowls to Sam and hits that well. And another effort there with the fielder trying to stick the foot out. There's been a lot of that in this game by both teams. 5 runs anyway. Bowlers have done it, and some of the fielders down the back have done that throughout both innings. And it hasn't worked all that well most of the time. As far as I can tell, that's off the body. So 1 run is what I pay. Only pay runs for the off the bat or the glove when I'm certain that that's the case. That'll be caught. I can be certain of that. Last ball. You stay here, Tom. Close enough. The concept, we like to be, well, no one wants to be right in this job more than I do. Round the wicket, and I reckon people would agree with that. Staff and so forth. No one wants to be right more often than I want to be. That's 2 runs, end of the over. But the concept of umpiring hasn't actually changed, despite the fact that we do still have all these cameras to work with and all the reviews that are on offer. End of the day, as an umpire, you're still going to be looking to make the calls that you can be absolutely sure of, and And if for any reason whatsoever you've got an idea in your head that makes you unsure with the call, well, that's when it should be a benefit of the doubt to the batsman. Play ball. And that's what we've been doing, and a couple of times we've been called on it tonight, and we've changed it, and that's all well and good. That's great. That's great for the game. But the concept of the decision-making hasn't changed because of the reviews. We still, there is still an element and room for benefit of the doubt in umpiring any sport. That's going to be one. That'll be a wide, rebail that. Paul Leckie. He bowls to Tom Brown. It's a nice shot by Tom. And they pick up 2. They're on 30 for the pair. They're on 71 altogether. We're getting the game, as far as I'm concerned, that I was hoping for, and that was a good, close, hard-fought contest. That's a good ball, playing a miss. Last ball, super ball. And I reckon from the Stingrays' point of view here, the runs are almost insignificant on this ball, as long as they don't get out. I mean, they'd love to score something, but they'll take a dot ball over -10 any day of the week, and the last pair, a good chance if they don't lose a wicket here. And, well, they'll get 2, and that works out pretty good for them. That's the end of the over. Yeah, so we could have almost put the mocker on them, but anyway, it's the commentator's curse. I'm just like anyone else. I have that power too on occasions. Anyway, that leaves the last pair coming out here going well. We need 29, and who's your money on? They've stayed pretty much up with the run rate the whole way through. I said around about between 5 and 6 and over was going to get them there. Well, it's been 6 and over. More or less up until this point, and 5 and over gets them there now. So they just need to bat and run sensibly. Play ball. Sounds good in theory. Play, Andre. So the batsman hits that in the air, and gee, what's Phil's fielding there wasn't all that it could have been cracked up to be, but anyway, they get 1. Andre to bowl to Clinton. A wide ball, so they'll any gifts that come their way in this partnership you're going to be grateful for, and that was one of them. Round the wicket, yeah, Andre. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's at the body, but it's not too high or anything like that. Bit of a nasty sort of delivery, but well bowled really. He bowled around the wicket and gave the batsman no room. Over the wicket. Seems we're all good, yeah. That's a good ball. Hit it slightly uppish, but it was safe enough, and they got 2. Last ball. Over the wicket again, yeah. Josh on strike. And in the air, and Simon makes good ground, takes the catch, end of the over. Yep, so it'll be Josh. Josh will be here. So it ends up being a maiden over. Andre 2 for 6. Phil Wakefield. Play ball. It's a low full toss and hit away for a couple. Pretty much hit him in front, but he's played a shot, so he's got nothing to worry about. Yeah, Clinton Byrne on strike. He gets a ball that's short. He hits it well, but it's side net first. Anyway, side net, back net, they get 4, and that's handy runs. As Philly comes in the bowl here. And full toss, he was out of his crease, not that it was a high one. and I don't think they're going to run. So we end up with a dot ball. Last ball. There they go, the early crow here. Could we have a draw in this game? Out of your crease. And goes for 7. That's a very handy run for the batting team. That's the end of the over. Yep, so that works out pretty well for him. Phil Wakefield 1 for 23. And the 13 runs off that over. Quite pivotal in the overall scheme of things. Right, Josh Sims. Play ball. So lowish full toss. He's hit the side net first. It was also out of his crease when he hit the ball, just to clarify things for those people watching on YouTube. So side net, back net, and they got 4 runs for it. I reckon that's hit his foot. Again, right in front, and we give it 1. He played a shot, so he's all good again. Josh comes in to bowl to Josh. That happened in the first innings as well. They get 2, so Josh Sims to Josh Trench. Joshy for the Sharks comes in right arm over to bowl to Clinton. It's on line. He hits it well. There's no filter there. It's good placement, and it's last ball. Yep. So he picked the gap beautifully and scored the runs without any risk whatsoever. Now the fielder's gone back a little bit, and a bit straighter. It was hit in his direction. No, he needed to throw the ball there. They get 2, end of the over. So Josh needed to just release the ball with a throw, not actually reaching over to hit the stumps with the ball in hand. And if he had done that, he probably would have got the run out, as long as he hit the stumps, of course. Right, Andrew Connell. So we now have a situation where I think they only need about 5 runs to win, and they've got 3 overs to get them in. Play ball. So the Sharks will be looking to take a couple of wickets in the next couple of overs to keep in it. And they get 2 there. This game might be worth a look on YouTube. On replay, as well as if you've been watching it live. Not that I'd be able to watch it at the moment because I've got no bloody internet still, just quietly. I talked about that last night. I've still got no internet. I've been told it'll be tomorrow or the day after. What a long-winded situation I've had with that over the last couple of days. Talk more about it, but I'm trying not to swear when I'm commentating. Round the wicket. Oh, that's a really good ball. It sort of swung late and didn't miss off stump by very much, so that was well bowled. Third ball, last ball. Scores a level. That's Andrew. Comes in the bowl to Josh. And out of his crease again. Again, it wasn't high, but either way, it's caught, and that's the end of the over. Yep, so not a great delivery that time, but as I said, it wasn't too high, and their batsman was out of his crease anyway. And it was a wicket that the Sharks definitely needed. Andrew Connell, 3 for 10. That's pretty good figures for him, and for anyone for that matter. Play ball. Come on, Simon. This will be interesting. Will they attack the bowler here? Normally they would. Here we go. There's a chance of being out here, and it's going to be, oh, gee whiz. That's going to put the cat amongst the pigeons. There's all of a sudden a couple of wickets and 2 balls, and they go from on the verge of victory to 10 behind all of a sudden. Andre will be bowling on the last over. He's not an easy bloke for them to smack everywhere. So they'll want to be pretty close to where they need to be. It's a good ball. Nothing wrong with it. So they're going to need to be, they'll want to be 101 or slightly over, probably at the end of this over. And even though Simon's bowling at the moment, he's still got some work ahead of him to reach that point. Hit it well. That's a good result for the Stingrays. Nice shot by Clinton, and they picked up 4. 2 balls here to go with Simons bowling. And he can score runs off both of them. There you go. As long as he doesn't get run out, which he doesn't. Yep, so they played the big shot there. It was there to hit, and 7 runs. So I sort of sensed that sort of was going to be the tactic, and it should be. It should be the tactic. Last ball. Wouldn't hurt him to play almost another good shot here because, as I said, Andre will be one of the better bowlers in the team, if not the best. Him and Paul Leckie are probably the 2 best bowlers in the Sharks lineup tonight. That's the end of the over. Anyway, they get 2. So almost some breathing space, but not quite. I mean, they're 3 ahead. Probably means that the bowling team are going to need to take at least a couple of wickets to win the game, although the super ball might be enough. Play ball, depending on how they go in the first 4 balls of the over. But we'll see. Andre bowls, and it's on the pitch. It's good. So I don't think it wasn't a wide, although it was wide-ish. And I don't think the batsman really cares either way. He's just grateful that 1 ball was gone and he didn't actually have to play a shot at it. Here we go. That was a very, very circumspect shot by Clinton, but he had everything behind it and made sure that he didn't get bowled. And they got through for a streaky 1, but they'll be okay with that. Every chance this is going to go down to the last ball. Wide. Now, do you want it? No? Okay, they don't want it. So they don't want it re-bowled. Interesting choice. Probably a good call because he just needs to block the next 2 out. But saying that and doing that is 2 different things sometimes. No ball off the pitch. No re-bowl again. So last ball, super ball. And even though Andre's not happy with that call, I'm telling you, it was a no ball and a wide. It really doesn't matter because it's all going to come down to a wicket on the super ball, round the wicket. So even if that wide or no ball is not caught, it's still going to be the same result if they get a wicket. What sort of a shot was he playing and why is he running? Oh, you absolute clown. They get away with it. That's the end of the over. Oh, heart-in-mouth stuff. You've got to be kidding me. So he was blocking the others out or letting them go. Then he decides to go for the huge big shot on the last ball, super ball, when all they had to do was block it out. And then he sets off for a run. Oh, gee, Josh, you win the game, but you are eligible for a Tool of the Week. We're going to bring that back into the commentary. Tool of the Week. At the moment, Josh, you're winning. Unbelievable. Tool of the Week. Anyway, I've won Tool of the Week before as well. I've given it to myself once in the past. At the moment, it's Josh Trench from the Stingrays, even though they won the game. See you soon. Bagsy kids, play ball. Another game of cricket. Lloyd Christmas opening with Ethan Bent. Play. Yeah. Josh Kendall. He played last night for the Bowling Stones. He's playing tonight for the Oddballs. 2 runs to Ethan. Lloyd organised the toss of the coin here, and he's pretty good at tossing, I reckon, Lloyd. He wouldn't be the only bloke down here that's is good at that at all, but Lloyd probably taken it to a new level. He's arguably made a career out of tossing already. He's only a young fella. Anyway, just want to throw that in as Ethan whacks that for 5. What a great game of cricket, a very exciting game of cricket that last one was. Got a bit heated in patches. And, but it came down to the wire. 7 runs. Lloyd, last ball. Can't believe Josh, the shot that he played on that Super Ball and the fact that he set off for a run. Anyway, 7. Yep, 7 runs, and that's the end of the over. Gee, they get 22 off the first over here. Lloyd was talking to me before the game started when I first arrived, before even the first game tonight, and said, how do you reckon we'll go against the Oddballs? I think you'll do okay. Play ball, that's what I said. What a great start that was for him. Ben's back for the Oddballs tonight. Haven't seen him for a while. Yeah, 2 runs there to Ethan as Wickers bowls to Lloyd. And it's on the pitch. It's okay. They'll get 1 for this. Wickers to Ethan. Short. Hit it pretty well. They're going to get 3 for that. Stingrays very, very excited about having at least won that game, and despite Josh's efforts towards the end there. Well, I reckon Lloyd was struggling to make that. They got 3, and last ball. Wickers to Ethan Benson. Oh, geez, hit it beautifully. Not out, no, non-striker, had it covered all the way. It's good work, and that's the end of the over. Yep, they get 16 off that, and they're 38 after 2. Huge smile on Ethan's face there. And Lloyd helped him out, held the crease when it mattered. Right, Ben, play ball. I reckon he'll bowl right arm around the wicket. He usually does. Play. Yeah, there it is, yep. So he just gives the signal around the wicket. That's a good ball. Ben's as excited as buggery because he's bowled what should have been a dot ball, but they did get 1 in the end. The ball swung back behind Ethan's legs, and it was inside the line, so it was a bit of an error in judgment by Ethan to let that go, but didn't cost him. That's a good ball. It swung, but it's also a nice shot. It's good fielding, and that might be the first dot ball of the game so far. Lloyd. Facing Ben. And just too good for him. It might have been the off cutter, I reckon, and Lloyd unable to do anything with that, although they still managed to get a run from it. Hang on, Ben, just putting the bails on here, the keeper, and he's done that, so we move on. Here's Ben, bowling to Ethan, and that would have been a wide, but he hit it for 2, so it's the same result mathematically. And last ball, 27 degrees, partly cloudy, 7:22 p.m. Still April Fool's Day. In the air, he should. Well, they get run out, so they get a wicket. Certainly needed it. And Lloyd's here. That's right. So Lloyd's out. Lloyd's on strike because it's the end of the over. So Wickers just giving a bit of advice there as to maybe a way that they might have caught that last one rather than relying on a run out. But anyway, they get the wicket, and that's really all that really mattered. Play ball. This is Chris. And he bowls to Lloyd. That's not a very good shot, and he's going to be out. So Lloyd Christmas out in consecutive deliveries. Rehearses the shot, but the moment has passed. Ethan. Yeah, that's been taken on the second attempt, and they actually cross in the time that took for him to take it on the second grab. So that's 3 wickets in a row, and he's on a hat trick here, the bowler. And that's a nice shot. It's just got past wickets, gone to the back net for 5 runs to Lloyd Christmas. Chris bowls to Ethan. Full toss, hit it on the leg side for 2. And there's 1 ball remaining. Just stem the flow of runs a little bit in these last couple of overs, had the odd balls. They needed to do that as he bowls this one, and Lloyd hits it in the air, and that'll be caught. End of the over, he throws the ball away in celebration, and another wicket falls. So all of a sudden, Chris chips in with 3 for -8. They've got the score down to 29. It was 38 after 2 overs, and poor old Lloyd Christmas on 3 only. Play ball. This is Steve Fenwick. He'll be bowling out to Ethan. Play. Here comes Steve. He bowls to Ethan now. And Ethan hits that pretty well. Side net, back net. We're not out. It was really good fielding, but I reckon he's home. And I don't think they're going to be challenging us on that occasion. Tongue twister, we get through it. There's Steve to Lloyd. Short. Lloyd plays it nicely on the leg side. It wasn't a high one. He gets 2 runs there. So he bowls this one to Ethan. It's short again. He whacks it. Side net first. Yep, so side net, back net 4. It wasn't a long way off being a 7, but it certainly wasn't a 7. Steve comes in to bowl to Lloyd. Mr. Christmas on strike. It's a leg side, and a small window of opportunity for a leg side stumping, but the batsman got back in its crease. And it's last ball coming up. Lloyd. Yeah, it's a good piece of bowling. Another chance of a stumping, and now they're going to get a run. And that's the end of the over. Yeah, so anyway, gets away with a couple there, Lloyd. They weren't necessarily great deliveries. One was a leg side wide, the other one was just inside the line. But Lloyd allowing himself to get into a position where a stumping was a viable option for the fielding team, even though it didn't pan out that way. Play ball. This is Reese, and hit that one across the line, and Reese when he was trying to find a way to run him out there, ended up fumbling the ball. They get 2. Reese is polishing the ball on his shirt as he bowls this one, and Ethan goes for the big heave-ho. He didn't actually move his feet at all, and as a result the shot was well below par, but they still got 1. Hit the top net with that shot, and they won't get anything, or they might now, because the throw was very unnecessary and very wayward. So they get a run out of that. As Reese comes in to bowl to Ethan, and that's going to be 7 runs. Oh, the bowler got in the way there. I don't know whether the throw from Wickes was going to hit the stumps anyway, but if it had done so, I think he would have been in trouble, the batsman. Anyway, it's last ball, Super Ball. Lloyd Christmas on strike for the Super Ball. And he gets an underneath edge and they won't score. That's the end of the over. So, long and the short of it is they get 53. And you can thank Ethan Benson for about 80% of those runs. Having said that, they were 38 after 2 overs. So the last 4 overs only producing 15. And so a good little period there for the oddballs fighting back. But they're going to be pushing shit uphill, to be fair, in their efforts to win this game, I would think. Very good side is the Bagsy kids, and all of them are, well above average players. Play ball. Josh Kendall. Leg side, so that'll be paid. That's Nick Henry. Last 2 batters will be Sam and Angus, so I might just whack their names in the system. Now what's going to happen here? Oh, there was a chance of a run out there, but it fell apart towards the latter part of that fielding by Reese. And they got 3 for 2. Josh Kendall. It's reasonably well played by Will Hardman. He gets off the mark with 2 runs off the first ball that he faced. And it appears as though is that dead rock that's here now all of a sudden. That's out. We'll be paying that. And last ball. And Will Hardman just saying to the batsman there, how about the side nets? Well, he actually hit the side net. He just hit it in the air and got caught. Full toss, and that doesn't go very far, and they won't score. That's the end of the over. So just the 1 run there. Josh will be a bit happier about that as he went for 22 at his first over. It's a hell of an improvement. Yeah, Gedrock's there. He's talking to Kiana and Mahali. Play ball. Good on him. That's a nice shot by Will Hardman. And he picks up another couple of runs. Wickers. Oh, gee whiz, he's played all over the top of that. And yeah, a bit of a millionaire shot, that one, if you ask me, but didn't work out too well for him. On your bike, out bowled. Yeah, early signs with this partnership is a bit of a struggle. That's a nice shot. There's a chance here though, and I reckon he had him. I was thinking that's going to be run out with a direct hit, but they got 3. There's Wickers about to bowl to Will Hardman. And no ball, we have to call that. Last ball, he apologises, and I'm sure it was not intentional. Just hang on, Wickers, they're just putting bales on again, mate. Just yeah, quick game's a good game, but we've got to make sure everyone's ready. And we have, and now he bowls. Short, it's there to hit, but he gets it underneath edge. It hits the keeper and the back net. They only get 1, and that's the end of the over. So just the 4 runs off 2 overs for this pair. Ben, yeah, me mate Ben. Play ball. Yeah, round the wicket. Wide, yeah, tightish, but there to call. No argument from anyone. As Ben bowls to Will. And again, that's a wide, and that'll be a very similar delivery. Ben. A slower ball, he actually played it quite nicely. Reese is there, hits the stumps, but he's in, they get 3. Round the wicket, yeah. And, that'll be 2. Last ball. Ben bowls to Will, and they get 1, and that's the end of the over. Play ball. This is Chris bowling now. He bowls around the wicket. It's a wide, so yeah, that's the 3rd time that Will Hardman's let one go down the leg side, and made the call each time. You know, his judgment on those has been good. Chris bowls, and another ball would have been. He hit that one, but for some reason he decided it's time to hit one, irrespective. Hit it well. They got 2 more. That's going to be hit for 1. straight and well fielded. There's no run. And it's last ball. And probably only get one for this, they do, and that's the end of the over. 3-4 minus 2. It'll be Steve to bowl. Play ball. That would have been out, that tap, but missed the stumps and they got 5. Wide, that's well left by Nick. So Steve bowls this one, nice shot by Nick for a couple. Foot, and they get 1, and it's last ball. And that'll be the end of the over. Reese will probably bowl. Mentioned last night about my internet problems at the moment, and they're still there. I mentioned that briefly in the last game. Yeah, what exciting stuff it is. The storm on in the early hours of Sunday morning, about 1 a.m. I reckon it was. Play ball. Yeah, well, I just finished watching a movie on Saturday night. It's not a bad movie. I've seen it before, Volcano. Anyone seen that? Tommy Lee Jones, Anne Heche, and others. But that was a good movie that I have seen before. That got us through to about 1 on Saturday night or Sunday morning early, 2 runs. Anyway, and not long after that the storm hit, and yeah, no internet, no YouTube, no 9Now, no Netflix, no Disney, nothing. Okay, dot ball. Anyway, so I rang Optus up on Sunday afternoon about 3 o'clock, I guess, at our time, in the afternoon. 2 runs there, last ball, super ball. And they told us to turn it all off and on again, which my stepson had already done 3 or 4 times leading up to then. What a great catch that is, out caught on the Super Bowl. That's a cracker. Very handy wicket there. And Nick Henry comes out with -3, so that's not very good for him. 28 for Will. He batted very nicely. Yeah, anyway, so we they ended up saying to us, Optus did, they said that now that you've done that and it hasn't fixed the problem, what we will do is we'll try to fix the problem electronically from their end, and if that doesn't work within probably 5 or 10 minutes of us hanging up from the phone call, it means that that's not going to do it. We'll have to get a technician out, so we'll preempt it and we'll arrange for a technician to come out. They couldn't do it Monday, it had to be today at the earliest. Play ball. So yeah, they said we'll be there today between 8 and 12. They said if it gets to the point where we need a technician to come out, it'll mean that there's some sort of problem with the cable in the street. It won't be a problem with your own modem or router or anything like that. Yes, I do know what a modem is and a router is, believe it or not. Third ball, I haven't always known that, but I do know what those 2 items are. Anyway, it won't be a problem like that if we have to get the technician out. That's what they told me. We'll have to get a technician out to, you know, sort out the cabling in the street to get things working for you. So, okay, we went with all that. Not that I was overjoyed with the fact that I had to wait until today. But anyway, it's been hammered for 7. That's the first ball that Angus has faced. It was a full toss and it went all the way, last ball. Anyway, so I wasn't home when the bloke arrived today, but my wife and stepson were, and they just said as long as someone's there over the age of 18, you'll be okay. That's the end of the over, and my wife is just above 18. In fact, she's 63. It's all right. My stepson is. I have to work that out. He was born in 87, so he'd be coming up for 38 this year. Then that would make it. Yeah, that'll be right. Anyway, Wickers is bowling. They get one. So anyway, I get a text message. I was on my walk at the shops that I was doing at Whitford's, like I do almost daily. And I get one here. I get a text message from my wife saying, yep, the technician is here. All good. I'm thinking, beauty. So they must have arrived at about 10 o'clock, say, 10 o'clock this morning, roughly. Yeah. That would have been out. He misses, they get one. Anyway, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good at that point because the technician's there. Around about 45 minutes later, I get another text message. This one's from Optus. 3 runs for Angus last ball. And the text message says the technician has been out and the work has been completed. And I'm thinking, that's fantastic. 2 runs, end of the over. So I just reply with thanks. That's all I said, just thanks, that was it. I was feeling pretty good about things. And then all of a sudden, about half an hour after that, I get another text message from my wife. The technician wasn't able to solve the problem. Play ball, even though they told me that they'd done all the work they had to do. Yeah, but no, they haven't been able to solve the problem. And all that he did was basically test all our equipment, which we already knew was not at fault, because they told us on the phone call on the Sunday afternoon that if they couldn't solve the problem electronically, it was going to be a problem in the street with the cabling. 3 runs. So anyway, this guy that came out, whoever he was, he wasn't able to sort out the problem with the cabling in the street. He said, I'll have to arrange for someone else to come out and do that. That's not my job. Anyway, that's out. So I found that amazing because so I don't really know why he came out at all, to be fair. He's come out and checked all the equipment, which was working fine. We all knew that, and we thought Optus knew that as well. And so why what his reason for coming out was, I'm stumped if I know, to be fair. Anyway, so then he says, so my wife says that's what's happened, that he's come out, he couldn't fix it, and they're going to have to arrange for an external repair guy to come out and fix the problem. And it could happen anywhere between up to 48 hours, just gold when I got that news, another 48 hours. Anyway, that's what happened. 1 run there, that's the end of the over. So being the sort of persistent person that I am, I wasn't letting things go like that. When I got home from my walk, I thought I'll ring them again. I reckon I've spoken to them on the phone maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8 times since Sunday. And it wasn't, of course I got someone at the other end of the phone that wasn't all that easy to understand. Play ball, which I do find a bit of a challenge. Not that I leg side. Expressed my disappointment in how the whole thing had been handled, and I didn't blow up, I didn't swear, they didn't hang up on me. I wasn't in that way, but I knew I was annoyed. That's good bowling. That's well over his head. It was over my head, but the batsman was out of his crease, and that's the sort of ball I want to see when a batsman does that. Even our Anthony Campbell, if you're watching, that's justice, mate. You deserve that, and you got it. No run. Short, and he whacks it. He's not going to feel bad now because he just hit a 7. He interrupts my story temporarily, but that's okay. I'll come back to it. Yeah. So anyway, spoke to them today a few times, and gee whiz, I reckon the amount of time that I was on the phone, it was unreal, waiting on hold for them to put me through. Last ball, I wanted to speak to a supervisor or someone like that, and they said, yep, we'll get one of them to... do you want to hang on? No, I said, no, I've already been on hold. This conversation's already gone for about 38 minutes. I think I'm ready for someone to call me back. 4 runs, end of the over. I said, I'll get someone to ring you back, a supervisor, in the next hour. Well, about 2.5 hours went by, heard nothing. So what did I do? I rang back again. Jesus Christ, I'm a victim. I'm a glutton for punishment, yes. Well, it can be a wide, but it can't be a no ball. Yeah. Not for height, yeah. Anyway, Steve's going to bowl. Yep, so I rang him back again. And it's not all bad news, so I tell you what, I'm getting a credit on my next bill. Leg side. I thought, stuff it. You know, you've let me down here a bit, so I said, you know, yeah, oh, sorry, yeah. I knew it was a wide, I just didn't say it. He comes in the bowl to Angus here and yeah, whacks it. That'll be 7 bits. Throw hits Wickus. Yeah, so anyway, I've still got a guy that somehow was able to get information or, you know, pass on my disgust to a supervisor wide, but I wasn't able to actually get one of these supervisors to actually talk to me. Anyway, I said I'd like a credit because, you know, I haven't been able to use me, as it's going to turn out to be possibly 4 days without any internet service. That'll be dropped and it goes for 4, last ball. Anyway, I was thinking, you know, my bills are about $96 a month, my Optus bill, which is my NBN and home phone. The NBN's about $84, the home phone's about $12, so it's not much for a home phone these days. That's the end of the over, is out court. I have my mobile phone and my wife's mobile phone with Telstra, so that's not an issue. That's another bill. That's about $115 a month. So I'm spending about $200 a month or thereabouts on, you know, mobile phones, home phone, internet. So I'm not too unhappy about that. Anyway, I thought they might, you know, sort of want a credit on my next bill, play ball. I'm thinking, oh, they might give me, you know, $20 off or something like that. It'll be something. Because it's not like I haven't been without the internet for a month. It's only 4 days out of the month cycle. Anyway, they came back to me with, we'll give you a full credit for the $96. You don't have to pay anything for your next bill. 3 runs. So obviously, you know, I wasn't overjoyed with everything that's happened with Optus in the last 3 days, but I'm not a complete fool, and I wasn't going to pass up the free bill. So. You know, that did appease me to some degree. Anyway, at the end of the day, I still never got to speak to a supervisor, and things have been left as, you know, the situation has not been resolved. It's still in progress. A 1-run last ball Super Ball, and it'll be either tomorrow or the day after that someone will come into back to our house and sort out this problem with the cabling in the street, apparently. And we'll hopefully be up and running again. Not out, 6 on the Super Ball. End of the over. Can I grab the ball? Thanks. Yeah. So anyway, so I've virtually, there we go. Yeah, thanks, mate. I guess you could say I've basically earned $96 over the last couple of days, but I reckon it's been a hard-earned $96. I really do. As I said, you know, I reckon I've made 7 or 8 phone calls. That's probably taken up about 3 to 4 hours of my time, and we've been without services since the early hours of Sunday. So, what would I rather have had all the services up and running the whole time, and I didn't get the $96? Yeah, I reckon I would have chosen that option, but at least there is some compensation. Just goes to show it pays to ask. Because I suggested that it'd be nice to get a credit after what I've been have to be put through, and as it turned out, they agreed with me, and they are giving us that credit. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That bill's due to arrive in about 8 or 9 days. So usually about the 10th of the month I get that Optus bill. So we'll see whether it has a nil balance owing on it. That's what they told me it would show, and we'll see. Anyway, hopefully I've got internet in the next couple of days, and yeah, yeah, as I said, I haven't been able to check my emails for 3 days. Yeah, no YouTube, no pornography. No, I don't watch porn. Not much anyway. Play ball, but you know, haven't been able to check you know, the fixtures for the seamers. Play ball. It's going to be Nick actually, not Lloyd. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on fixtures-wise day to day. That's dot ball. What else haven't I been able to do? Well, I tell you what, I know I got 6 out of 8 footy tips on the weekend, but I have no idea where that puts me in the overall scheme of things, because I can't check where I sit with the game. That's the West Australian newspaper, and the game is the tipping, and the same one that I was in with the cricket one earlier in the year with the Big Bash. It's now the AFL time. Third ball, and so I don't know where that left me. Well, Steve, I've got to tell you, I reckon I'm happy to give that out, because that is unbelievable that you would take off as early as you did, and I actually think that deserves to be called, as he took off miles before, and the bowler did do the man-cad correctly. So I reckon you couldn't blame the fielding team for that. That is cheating from a batting perspective, and I have no sympathy. Get back to that. 1 run for wickets. It can be frowned upon sometimes, the old man-cad attempt, but in that case the batsman was more or less asking for it to happen. No one spewed over it, so including the other batsmen. Oh, they're going to probably get out here. No, they don't. Lloyd, you buggered it. 1. Last ball. Yeah, anyway, where was I? Oh, that's right, yeah, the footy tipping. So I can't check my progress. 7 runs, good shot by Wickers. That's the end of the over. I haven't been able to, bet on tap touch on my computer. Not that I bet very much early in the week, but towards the latter part of the week mostly these days. But occasionally I have a bit of a stab here and there on a Monday or Tuesday if I feel the urge. Anyway, that option has been taken away. Play ball. Probably saved me money, that, to be fair. Anyway, that's out court. That wasn't a very good shot. Anyway, the other problem I've got, they're going to be making it interesting here, because I've got to put my tips in for next week, and the first game of the round is Thursday, and it made me think that's actually okay. What the hell do I do if my computer isn't still working by, say, Thursday afternoon, and I want to put my footy tips in for this week and I can't put them in? What happens? That'll be 1. And I thought about how I might go if I ring the West Australian newspaper in the footy tipping competition there, because there is a number for that. I've rung them about the cricket and the footy in the past, so there is someone to ring. And I thought to myself, I can just see what's coming there. 1 run there, last ball. They'll probably say something brilliant like, well, if you just download the app on your smartphone, you'll probably be able to put them in that way. Yeah, good on you. Don't have a smartphone, you dickhead. Anyway, that'll be run out, and that's the end of the over. I'm probably the dickhead for not having one, but anyway, I'm not going to go that way, or see it that way, obviously. But yeah, they'll probably come up with something brilliant like that. So it could be that you automatically get the away team if you don't put your tips in. It could be that, play ball, but it could be that you just don't end up with any tips at all. And that wouldn't please me if the only reason I can't put them in when I religiously put them in every week, the only reason I can't do it is because I haven't got any internet service, so I won't be happy. So hopefully I don't have to make that phone call, but I can tell you that if no one's fixed it by Thursday morning, I'm going to be making that phone call, and I'm going to be hoping that I can sort something out. You can usually do a round in advance. I noticed that each week they've got that round and the next round available for you to put tips in. 1 run. It also made me think, gee, if I ever go on a holiday, and I haven't been on very many in my lifetime, but if I went on a month holiday, just pulled a hoaxie or something like that and went away for a month, 3 or 4 times a year, for every year that I've known him since he owned the joint. That might be a slight exaggeration. Last ball. So it's all right if you own the joint, you can do what you want. No, not out. End of the over. Swap ends. Anyway, if I ever went away for that length of time and you can't, what do you do then? How do you get all your tips in? How do you put in your favourite numbers, your lotto and all that? What if you're away for 3 months on a holiday or something like that? How do you do all those things? It made me think. Now, play ball. Anyway, I'm thinking the answer to those questions will all be based around having a smartphone or a laptop computer, which I also don't have. My wife does, but I don't think that would help me. so there you go. That's 2 runs. Yeah, I play the same lot of favourite numbers every week, have done for years. Do the same lotto numbers every week. Imagine going away for 3 months, you can't put all those numbers on. You come back and you find out that you would have won, you know, a couple of mil. Expensive holiday, if that was the case. 4 runs. There's the, you know, the nothing there. Dot ball, last ball. These are the sort of earth-shattering potential problems that lie ahead for me. And yeah, any advice from anyone to help me out in these areas, I welcome it. That's a poor shot, out stumped, and that's the end of the over. Anyway, we've waffled on almost long enough. It's always going to be the sort of game where I could get away with a good story, probably, because it's going to be a one-sided game. Play ball. This is Angus bowling 2 wickets. It's all right if you're one of these people that do stick picks and all that sort of stuff. All good. You can, you know, not put your tickets on around the wicket, and it probably doesn't matter because you don't know what you would have had anyway. But when you play the same numbers that you picked out yourself over a long period, and you find out they've come in out stumped, and you weren't around to be able to put your ticket through the machine or whatever, you're going to be spewing. So. I guess the answer to that problem is don't go on a holiday that long ever, just in case. I don't think the wife's going to buy that one as a reasonable excuse not to go. Yeah, he's over the wicket. I think he's going to go here. Yeah. I'm sure that won't hold any water with my wife if I use that as an excuse. Last ball. Anyway, I will say around the wicket. I will say this, the chances of me going on a 3-month holiday is very remote. Out bowled on a full toss, not a great shot. End of the over. Now, if I am going to go anywhere, and we have discussed going on a cruise at some point in my lifetime, she's been on a couple with friends and she'd like me to go once. We'd probably be looking at maybe a 10-day one, so no more than a couple of weeks. I'd probably be looking to make that as close to Christmas and New Year as possible so that I didn't miss any work, or at least a minimal amount. But, you know, I reckon I could make the effort. Need the bails on. Hang on. Need the Ethan, forget it. Yeah. I reckon my wife deserves me to make the effort to go on a cruise for a couple of weeks at some point in my working life. Off his leg, and I'd be happy to do it, but you know, I'm not really into really long holidays anyway. A couple of weeks would be all right. That would have been out, they get 3, and if it is only a couple of weeks I'll be okay, because you can put lotto on for about I think it's anywhere between 5 and 10 weeks, and favourite numbers is 5 weeks, so it'd be all right. You know, but footy tips could be an issue. 4. Anyway, not much is really happening here for the odd balls. They're on 6 runs. They've only got 2 balls in this partnership to go. That was hit well, but he's going to be out. So a very nice shot, but -5 goes against his name, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I'll get over it. Last ball, super ball. And that'll be over. I get 1 run for all those. I pretty much talk crap for the entire partnership, as no doubt you picked up on if you were listening. And no wonder I did that, because only 1 run was scored. So, you know, may as well have waffled on. And I did. It's great to sit up here and have the opportunity to just say everything that you've got to say. You can spill your guts on just about anything, as long as it's not crude, and there's no one to interrupt you or you know, try to you know, get a word in edgewise sort of thing. I don't need to worry about that if I'm talking up here and there's no one talking back at me. Play ball. So it's another real benefit of having this commentary situation going. I didn't actually think of that as a benefit when it first came about, but I've quickly seized upon that opportunity and thought, you know what, I quite like that. If somebody wants to respond about something that I've said, they can do it at another stage, but at least I feel like I've got to have my say uninterrupted. And I reckon that's gold. I'm happy about that. That's one. So we'll persist with that arrangement as far as I'm concerned. As Nick comes in to bowl to Ben, it's a wide. That's not good bowling at all. Two runs, last ball. I've had many conversations with people over the years where I've felt like, I mean, you've got to give everyone a chance to have a say, but there have been times where I felt like I didn't get to say everything that I wanted to say. I think one reason or another. 2 runs there, end of the over. This way, I don't have that problem at all. I actually get to have the full say. If you don't want to hear it, you turn it off for a moment or turn the sound down. Play ball. Maybe a couple of people have chosen that option at different important times. That'll be 2. My wife had a choice between watching YouTube with no sound, SEMA Sports on the WACA, or having it with the commentary. It'd be a tough call for her because she wouldn't want to do either, I can tell you. Well, I think she'd go with the no commentary, actually. I think at least she could live with the fact that there's no noise. That would be a better option for her than listening to me again. So I reckon I can safely say that would be true. But I wouldn't want to watch the replays on YouTube without the sound. Not just my voice, but just the sounds of the game and all the rest of it. But my voice included, of course. I mean, obviously, it's nice sometimes to hear how it comes across. Last ball, not that I've been doing that lately, and certainly not over the last 2 or 3 days. No ball off the pitch, end of the over. Because I hate to bring it up again, but I've got no bloody internet at home. So I can't do that. So it sucks on so many levels. Another thing that sucks is the way that Lloyd Christmas bowls. Play ball, and he's about to bowl now. So here we go. Right arm over the wicket, and there's Ben. And he could have hit it anywhere. He chose the offside up close for 2. There's a game that'll be getting on the way shortly, a Windle cricket on the MCG. If you want a change of scenery and change of voiceover. 2 runs. You probably won't get commentary per se, but you may still like to tune in over there and have a little bit different. Have a break from me. That'll be okay. You do what you want. Maybe you might fluctuate between both games. Hopes he does a bit of that. That's okay. That'll be 1. Last ball. Yeah. He might tune in for, it looks like it's going to be Deadrock. It's going to be umpiring that game. It'll be the Hooters, and see you next Tuesday. That's going to be hit across the line for 2. Well fielded by Sam, and that's the end of the over. Now they're doing a bit better in this partnership. They've got 24 after 3. We're going to have Deadrock's team in the Ants, which means we'll get Anthony Campbell, and any game that I get to umpire and commentate Anthony Campbell in is certainly something that I find a highlight down here at SEMA Sports, no doubt about it. Play ball. I'm sure he feels exactly the same way as Will Hardman bowls this one. It's actually not a good ball, but Ben just let it go. He was thinking it might spin the other way maybe, and I'll get a wide for it, but it came back at him, and he's not getting a wide. Yeah, I don't know that he was ready for that either, but I reckon it come off the body, so only one run we're going to be giving. Damo's here from the Ants. He's the only Ant here at the moment, I reckon. That's going to be 3, 4. Oh, gee, Will Hardman just lets it go. I'm assuming it's going to be Deadrock and the Ants. So it's last ball. The other possibility would be Reaping Babies, but I haven't been able to keep my eye on the fixtures for this week very much. End of the over. And why is that? That's because, mate, again, you still got no internet. Oh, Jesus. Dickhead. Yeah. I can be a dickhead. I freely admit it. And I don't even have to work all that hard at it. Play ball. There'll be no arguments from anyone on YouTube there. That's a nice shot. And it's well fielded. He was gone for all money. They get 2, not 21. This pair's got 32 runs off 4.1 overs, so they're doing all right. Angus. And he bowls that one, and it was a full toss, and the batsman helped himself to a couple. I think it'll be Ants and Deadrock. I say that because one of the Ants is here and Anthony Campbell is, and he usually plays for Deadrock's team. Although I don't think Deadrock will be playing because he's umpiring. So anyway, Julian Gangemi sometimes plays in those games, but there's no sign of him yet. But that's okay because it's 5 minutes before that game is due to start. 2 runs there. Last ball. There's no pressure time-wise tonight. Just the 3 games, and you know, you can't really do much wrong there. Around the wicket, last ball. I'll let them have a crack because I'll probably have a smoke, and no one will care because there's only 3 games. So 2 runs, that's the end of the over. Only the 1 game on the MCG for the cricket, so yeah, they don't need to worry about games to follow and getting that game finished quickly so it can happen. Ethan. Play ball. That's a wide just quietly, and we'll be playing that with a re-bowl for Josh. We'll look after him. Beats the bat. There's no run. Ethan bowls here. And he gets 2 runs for that effort, Josh. Good on you. I wonder if there's any netball happening at the moment down the back. Looks like there might be. Yeah, there's a game there. Wide. Oh, sorry, hit him. Yeah, no, sorry, correct. Yeah. So I picked up on it. I saw it hit him. I know it hit him in the arse. So I went to call wide, but I've corrected it very quickly because yeah, I changed it as soon as I saw it hit you. I said no. So and I'm allowed to do that. You know, that's no. I reckon not out, but it's close. Last ball, super ball. I don't think they're taking me on there. Yeah. You, as an umpire, you can. If you're going to change your call, you've got to do it promptly, and you've got to do it, in my mind, before players have had too much of a chance to have a dig at you, so it doesn't look like you only changed your mind because someone complained. And I did that. I covered it from that point of view. That's the end of the over, 4 runs. Yeah, so it went the early crow because it was going to be wide, and then I saw it hit his arse and got the words wide out there, but I changed it almost immediately. Yep. Right, we're going to have Reese coming out to bat with Chris. That pair did a good job actually. They got 47 runs and they won the skin with room to spare. So they'll get something out of this game, the odd balls, but what it won't be is a win because this pair needs the best part of 90 odd, and yeah, it won't even happen if Lloyd bowls all 6 overs, which we won't let him do because Gopi would complain. Play ball, and rightfully so. Right, here's Nick Henry. Get on with Gopi pretty well these days. That's slightly out of his crease when he hit that one. It was a full toss, but I'm not paying the no ball for that reason. Yeah, there's a few ants here now. Ben Hamlin, Joel Wolfrey, Phil Wakefield, Damo. Angus. Yeah, he did enough. As long as he doesn't hit the net on the other side. Yeah, tapped it away and kept the scoring to just 1. Nick Henry. Oh. Pretty glad that the keeper didn't catch that, because I wasn't actually sure whether that was off the inside edge or off the body, and don't have to make a call because he didn't catch it. That's an edge, and it was Ethan, but he didn't. No, I didn't think he'd caught that. It bounced in front of him. Last ball. Fridge light got turned off along the way. Didn't notice when it happened. I was too busy talking about my own stories. It would have been a wide. He hit it. And they get 2. That's the end of the over. Yeah, partly cloudy, 25 degrees, 8:09 p.m. It's the 1st of April. Oh, Hinchcliffe decides to walk in the door. Maybe he's playing in the next game, because at this stage of the game I can't see the point in showing up. Play ball. Only 1 game after this, and this game's not too far away from being finished. And that's off the leg. They get 1. So it's probably no point in him showing up unless he is at this late stage, unless he is going to play in that game. The only other highlight he'd have left is probably to say good day to me. Is that a good enough reason to show up for that reason alone? Probably not, was. No ball, yep, happy with that. No ball +2, too high. Yeah, would I drive all the way from Craigie to Balcatta just to say hello to someone and do nothing else? That's a wide. Last ball, no, I probably wouldn't. Unless it was somebody really, really famous. Then I might. Leg side, end of the over. Hinchy's arguably famous. He's played Big Bash at SEMA Sports and in the 2020 for the Melbourne Stars. Play ball. So you could argue that he's famous. This is Lloyd Christmas bowling. Not only is he not famous, he probably never will be, but that's okay. Neither am I. That's 5. Possibly out with a direct hit there. Lloyd, gee whiz, he bowls some shit, he really does, but it's going to be 3. It wasn't a great shot, he was lucky to get the 3. But the ball was bowled in an area and at a pace that a really good batsman would have dispensed it to the back net. That's another one of those balls. It's full toss, it's no good, but they get only 2, I think, and it's last ball. How many off this over so far? 14. How's he gone overall? He's got none for 30, I reckon. And might end up with none for 32 if I can add up. No, end of the over. There it is, none for 32. So you could argue that to some degree is economical by Lloyd Christmas standards. No wickets in the wicket column as well, which is probably about right. Sometimes chips in with 1. Run out or something like that for 7. Play ball. Will Hardman, that's absolute trash. Jesus Christ. Some of the stuff you see. Sam pisses himself laughing. Now the batsman does. As I wasn't expecting that delivery from Will Hardman, but it threw me a bit. But and the fielding by Lloyd Christmas there was non-existent. Yeah. 5 runs. There's Julian Ganjemi. He's there. The place is better for it as Angus takes a catch. Decides it's time that maybe we just got a wicket just to stem the flow of runs a little bit. So Will Hardman bowls this one. And that's in the air, and yeah, because it's off his own bowling, will take the catch. He might not have done had it been off someone else's bowling. Last ball, we'll just stood there and let it go. Wide on the line, came back but not good. End of the over. Yeah, so we call that one, and we're happy we did. Gee, Will Hardman's actually had a very good game. Doesn't usually try very hard, but he's got 4 for 1, and I think he made 20 odd with a bat, something like that. From memory, it might have been 28 when that's right, when Nick made -3. Yeah, so he's had a good game. He's kicked the stumps over. You shouldn't have done that. Play ball. All right, this is Angus, and that's a nice shot, but it's well fielded, and would have been gone, but they get one. G'day Jules, how you going? Yeah, Jules asked me how my internet is, so he's been tuning in for a fair bit of tonight's games, I reckon. Yeah. What's that? You'll put my footy tips in for me, will you? How are you going to do that? Yeah, Jules is offering to put his footy tips in for me. I don't know how he's going to do that. If he was to do that, and if there was a way, I've probably got to, give him things like my password and my email address and possibly even my mobile number, and I don't know that I want to give Jules all that information, to be fair. The good bloke that he is. Last ball, that's out court. It's a great bloke, Jules, but I'm happy to leave things as we catch up here. That'll do. Without being too rude or unfair. That's the end of the over. What's that? Who are they playing? Yeah, no, they can't win that. Ethan's about to bowl. This is the last over of the game. Play ball. Jules was listening to all that crap that I went on about with my internet for all that time, and he seemed to enjoy it. Is he the only one? Hopefully not, but quite possibly. Well, out stumped if it's not caught, which might have been a feather on that, but we'll put in stumped. That was the conclusive situation. Yeah, Ethan Benson. Oh, that's over the top of middle stump. Not really a lot to be gained by that shot either. Even if he hits it, it's probably either caught or run out if they run, because he would have run straight back to the keeper. Anyway, that's an inside edge for 2 is what we're going to call that, and it's last ball, super ball. Over in game, keep the ball please, Lewis, good on you. Lewis will look after me. We'll be back soon. We'll give them a quick warm-up, as we've only got 3 games on this court. It's 8-17. I think we're all good. Right, third and final game for the evening here on the WACA, and the toss was won by the Ants. They're going to bat first, and Dead Rock's going to play. What did I have for dinner? I had a mixture. I had one piece of crumb chicken, a small piece, a few potato gems cooked in the air fryer, and a toasted cheese sandwich from the sandwich maker that I have. Yeah, it's I don't normally go with that combo, but out of 10? Oh, well, because they're giving me a free bill, I'll give them 2. 2 out of 10. It'd be negative. Yes, so not happy. Anyway, Dead Rock was umpiring on the MCG, but Lloyd Christmas has taken over, and yeah, probably. Yeah, probably have to ring him again. Yeah, Julian just loved that story. He's pissing himself laughing. Hey? No, it was different people. Yeah, I couldn't understand. Most of the time, I said they talk continuously like I do in the commentary. They just keep on with their spiel. Oh, we're very, very sorry, and we apologise, and we're sorry you went through that. And you can hardly get a word in. A bit like if you're trying to get a word in with me. And so I'm pot calling the kettle black, really. But anyway, that's what it was like. And I was talking to of the staff today, and a frequent response by me along the way during those conversations was, "What did you say? What was that? Sorry, I know you talked for about a minute and a half non-stop, but I actually didn't hear what you said." Is that right? Okay. Rightio, we're about to start. Phil Wakefield. Hinchy is playing. He's at the back there fielding. Play ball. Off we go. Anyway, so Lloyd Christmas taking over on the MCG to umpire the rest of that game. Dead Rock, so he can play here. And he's a real licorice all sorts sort of a bloke, I reckon, Lloyd, because he does everything. I mean, one minute he's umpiring, then he's playing, then he's stacking the fridge. Next thing you know, he's carting grog in, or he's putting toilet rolls in the right place. He's done just about every job imaginable at some point or another. He's down here. There's Jules. That's a piece of clean fielding. And yeah, Jules has already offered to put my footy tips in for me this week if I give him my password to my computer. Last ball, I missed out on a stumping there, and that was Dead Rock just quietly. I just realised that Dead Rock's just right underneath me, and it was piss poor wicket keeping, let me tell you. Anyway, I won't be giving Julian my password. Leg side, end of the over. But he enjoyed my story apparently, and he loved the bit where I managed to get a free bill for the next period from Optus, so $96.20 I think it might be. Yeah, my next bill will apparently have a credit for that amount, and the amount owing is supposed to be none. I'll let you know if that actually happens or not. Play ball. I'll tell you what, it's going to end up happening, but whichever way it goes. If it doesn't show that on my next bill, I'll be what will I be doing? I'll be ringing them again. I hope it doesn't come to that. Probably won't, because I have had a similar situation in the past with them, where they've given me a credit for having no internet for a few days due to weather conditions. Anyway, this is Anthony Campbell, and he comes in the bowl right arm over, and for some reason Adam was just happy to hit a very soft shot on the offside for just 2. Anthony Benedetti spewing at himself for not fielding it cleanly. Anthony. Ellis will be looking for the big shot here. I would think it is the right ball for it. Oh, he might get out, but no. I forgot who was fielding it. It was Phil Wakefield, and he was never going to catch that. They got 3, and last ball. Yeah, he looks a little bit surprised that he didn't catch that, but I'm not surprised at all, as that's hit for 2, and that's the end of the over. Yeah, these blokes that make these attempts, and you can see they're never going to get there or never hang on. And then they turn around and have the nerve to look surprised because it hasn't panned out the way they hoped. Anthony Benedetti, 12 runs off Anthony's first over. Play ball, a little bit below par for the batsman. Anyway, this is Anthony Benedetti. Anthony Campbell was going to field on the leg side, but now it's the offside. Julian goes back a bit and straighter. And it's hit straight to Jules, and Jules has fielded it cleanly again. A round of applause from Quentin Hinchcliffe. Anthony Benedetti bowls to Alistair. This will be 3. That hit his leg. Probably gives himself out, but it probably, to be fair, was actually too high, I reckon. It's too high anyway. Not that he played a shot and all the rest of it. But, full toss hammered. Oh, came off at a strange angle after hitting the side net, back net. I thought Hinchy was going to be in the game there, but not the case. They got 4. Oh, gee, what a throw there on the MCG. Almost took the batsman's head off. And they'll get 1 here, not out. End of the over. They got 30 after 3. Andre's batting on the MCG, by the way. So that might give us a little bit of fuel to the fire as far as the commentary is concerned. If I pick up anything, I'll mention it if I can see anything worth mentioning. Hit it 2 there, it's hardly worth mentioning. Play ball, even though I did. Julian the Shillonga. Oh, Hinchy, yes, that's going to be run out, and you could see that was going to be the case pretty much as soon as he played the shot, Adam. Picked out Hinch, and Jules has got 1 for -5 off 1 ball. How good is that if he bowls this? Snowball off the pitch. Oh, that probably would have been out if a direct hit there from Anthony Benedetti, but missed the stumps as Jules. He's done a couple of good pieces of fielding already in this game. Oh, he got his foot to it and didn't work out too well in the end. It ricocheted for 5. As Jules bowls this one. And what's going to happen here? Oh, Anthony Campbell, gee whiz, he almost falls over in an attempt to try and take that catch. Last ball. And it's sort of catch that you'd expect to be taken by the best back fielder in the competition, if not the entire world, and that's the end of the over. Anyway, he didn't take it, and I don't even think he got a hand on it. This is Deadrock. Yep, he'll be bowling probably right arm runs over the wicket. Play. Let's see what he does here. Jules again, that fields it cleanly. That's the 3rd time, and it's only 5 overs into the game. Maybe once in the first game. Anyway, Jules on fire in the field here. Oh, and there's Deadrock. He's bowled Alistair Laurie. They are words that may never have come from my mouth ever in the past, but obviously that's what happened. So I can only report what happened. But the odds of that, gee whiz, if you were taking a same game multi and you had Deadrock to bowl Alistair, first ball that he faces, you'd be thinking you're going to lose that multi pretty quickly, but no. Unbelievable, really. Yeah, Alistair shakes his head. He can't believe it either. Deadrock to Adam Pearce. And that'll be 3 more. Yeah, that's how you pick him off. It's not rocket science as his last ball. Deadrock. And that's 2. That's the end of the over. You know, we picked on Lloyd Christmas's shocking haircut a long time ago. His situation has improved, but Deadrock had a haircut that wasn't too good not long after that, and I don't reckon his situation has improved much at all. So, probably happy with. It's not that he's got a full head of hair, but it's the style of it, play ball that I reckon is well and truly subpar. Is that bold? I'm just gonna. Was it bold? Yeah. Okay. I'll just take your word for it. Yeah. I could check it, but Deadrock says 100% bold. And I thought it probably was, not that I could conclusively see it. What I saw there, though, was a conclusive stumping. Stumped, Deadrock, bold. Hinchcliffe. Hinchy's on a hat-trick here. He's got 2 for -10 on 2. And both those balls were very well bowled. And that's the leg spinner. And the batsman had no answer. Yep, so well bowled by Hinch. I love it when Hinch bowls a leggy. He bowls this one, and it's leggy again, and it might end up being, oh gee, Deadrock had a chance. It was almost as if he made all the ground to get there, and then when he got there he said, oh no, I don't feel like catching it now, and he didn't. Last ball, super ball. Anyway, Hinch, this is a very good over by Hinch, and the batsman hits that away. They will get 2, which will be 4 on the super ball. But that'll be the end of the over. So it'll end up showing as, what's that, 2 for -5. But anyway, it was, that was well bowled by Hinch. Yeah. He's here to play, apparently. Probably came from footy training now and then. Right, what's going on here? We've got Damo and Joel Wolfrey. Joel Wolfrey played down here last night for the Fluffy Ducks, and from memory didn't go too well, especially bowling. Phil Wakefield, play ball. Let's see what Phil does. He's got those bright yellow and orange shoes, which he spent $50 on, he said, and he reckons they're pretty good. So we'll take his word for it. That's a nice drive. Hinchy, yeah, well held by Damo. And they were going to be good there, even if the ball hit the stumps, which it didn't. A couple of 4s off Phil's bowling here, as he bowls this one. And Damo, chance here. Oh yeah, he's got him. That's actually very good work by Phil Wakefield. And yep, he gets the run outs, and but it was fair way short there. Anthony Benedetti. Damo, you can come here. I don't care. We'll let Joel come back then. I didn't really care though. We went too far off level there when the ball hit the stumps. So last ball. It's not all that big a deal. Phil bowls this one, and he takes the wicket, and he gets a hat-trick out of nowhere. End of the over. Oh, fair dinkum. So he's got 3 for 1. And Phil Wakefield almost seems like he's a bit of a genius there, the way that panned out. Yeah, good on him. His shoes working a treat for him. Well spent $50, as it would seem. Play ball. Anthony Campbell. Jeez, we all saw that. It's gone all the way to the back net on the full. It's out of here. Your beauty. 7 runs, Anthony Campbell. Yes, he will not have enjoyed that at all. It might not be the last time it happens, though. We'll see. Well, he fields that one quite well of his own bowling, and there's no run. Yep, Anthony. Yes, here he comes again on his way to bowl to Joel. And he hits it nicely and helps himself to 3. Yeah, I think Damo will be looking for another 7 here, as I would be if I was batting. Here we go. Yeah, full toss. It goes side net. Hinchy's there, but they get 3. And it's last ball. Anthony bowls to Joel Wolfrey. And it's going to be a dot ball. And that's the end of the over. Anthony, none for 25 off 2. Benedetti this time. Play ball. Underneath edge, and there won't be any runs scored there. It'll be third ball, just quietly, third ball. Yeah, the score might possibly change. You never know. We'll see. Let's have a look. As yes, it's a miracle. It's changed. It went up by 1. Who? No, you can't put my footy tips in for me, Jules. Yeah, Jules is putting my footy tips in. I've got to give him my password, and yeah, my name's Billy, not Silly. Wide. Last ball. Anthony bowls to Damo. And yeah, wide of Jules, and they get 3. That's the end of the over. Damien's doing all right here, 15 runs, but not so much for Joel. -2. Julian Gangemi. Julian the Shalonga, as he's referred to for this team. Play ball. I reckon he loves that name as well, as he bowls to Damo. And yes, that was always going to be 7. And Hinchy normally would have realised there that maybe a throw at the keeper's end was going to be the way to go, because the non-striker was always saving the crease. And I reckon he realised that when it was too late. Wide or no ball, take your pick. Here we go, that'll be gone. And I don't think Joel shouldn't review, and he's not going to. So he knew what was happening there. Andre's going to bowl on the NCG. Oh, that's 7 runs to Damo. Andre bowling to Jules from the Hooters. Played that well, did Jules, but only got 1. It was good fielding by Andre. And the guy batting with Jules, actually don't know who that is for the Hooters. So another new player for them. Jules, he stops the ball and they don't get any runs, and that's worth mentioning. Last ball for Julian the Shalonga as he bowls to Joel Wolfrey, and they get 2. That's the end of the over. So Jules, 2 for 20. Not too bad figures for him. Deadrock. He only went for 4 in his first over. He got a wicket. Play ball. Let's see what he does here. I don't reckon. Yeah, Hinchy reckons it is. So, yeah, Hinchy's a very good judge. So, I'm prepared to say that I could be in a spot of bother. Yeah, Port. It's actually, I think it's going to be out on the other camera. It's possibly in by a hair on the old camera. You know, the normal one. We're going to go to the full length, and this will probably be the difference. Let's just bring it up. Where's that left him? Yeah, on the line, out. Yeah, so it's a really good review by Hinch, because even the one with the better frame rate probably showed on the line. The other one probably showed possibly just in. Maybe it was could have also been on the line, but not more over the line than the other angle. Anyway, it was conclusive, the review, that it was out. And it makes it a really, really good review from Hinch there, because, as I said, you're looking at, well, on the line. Last ball. End of the over. Might have another look at that if I haven't missed the boat on it. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I've already backtracked, so I won't worry. Yeah, but yep. myself up too much on that. It's on the line and I give it not out. I can live with that one, even though I would have preferred to have been right. Play ball, sorry, it's Hinchy bowling. And he bowls and the batsman hits it 4-2. Yeah, we all know I don't like having to change calls, but if you're going to get one wrong and it's on the line, you give it not out, and you sort of feel like it's probably far from a tragedy. So it looks like it might have hurt Dedrock's hand or finger. He's only bowling spin. Hinchy bowls. Oh, yeah, got him. That's not good batting. It's good ball, but Damo deciding to leave his crease, and the ball was the wrong one from Hinch, and the batsman is stranded. He's going to be caught. 2 wickets in a row for Hinch again. Last ball, super ball. Yeah, Hinch, he's not just going through the motions here. He's here to play, which is good because they're playing a good side at the end, and that'll be out as well. And Dedrock's team needs him to, participate creditably, and he's doing more than that. He ends up with a hat trick there, or double hat trick, because it was on the Super Ball. So he's actually got 6 wickets. There it is, 6 for minus 23 from Hinch. Yep. So he's definitely come down here to contribute significantly to Dedrock's team, and that's good for the game. Right, so we've got Bailey Britton and Ben Hamlin. I just told Jules I had a mixture. I had a toasted cheese sandwich, potato gems, and a small piece of crumb chicken. Yeah, there you go. I just mentioned it. Yeah, well, it was a chicken schnitzel. Yeah, chicken schnitzel. You could call it that. Yeah, play ball. Anyway, Bailey Britton's got on the bandwagon now, and he asks me every night when he's here as well, just like Julian. What did you have for dinner? Was. Yeah. And the reason I had that mixture tonight was because the small piece of chicken schnitzel that was left over from the other night was not enough to have on its own. So I couldn't just eat that and go, oh, that'll do. That's going to be out. Yeah. Yeah, so Hinchy went to take the bails off, and the bail didn't come off. And then the batsman realised that it almost made his ground, but didn't quite. And then Phil Wakefield threw the ball and hit the stump. So that was at 8:46 p.m. That's worth a look again, because that was first time we've ever seen that happen. Lloyd said from umpiring on the MCG. I get back. Anyway, getting back to more important things, what I had for dinner. So yeah, small piece of crumb chicken left over, and that wasn't enough to have on its own. When I said I had a few leg side, wide, last ball. I said I had a few potato gems. Well, I only had around maybe 10 of them left in the bottom of a bag in the freezer, so there was only about 10 left. I thought, well, that's not very many. 2 runs into the over. So I'm starting to think, well, 10 potato gems and a small piece of crumb chicken, that's not going to fill me up. I better have something else. And I thought, well, I sometimes have a couple of toasted cheese sandwiches for my dinner or my lunch. And I thought, well, I'll have just one of those. And so that's why I had all 3. And all 3 of them added up to I'm satisfied. Play ball, and I ate that around about 4:15. And that'll be my food intake for the day and the night. So we're all good to go. We don't overeat these days like we used to do. For a big part of my life. Not out, 2, nah. So 2 runs. Anthony Campbell just picked up a wicket, by the way. The first ball of this over was a catch. That was his first wicket tonight, so that's worth a mention. As he bowls to Bailey Britton. It's a straight and hits the stumps and ricochets for 5. There's still a chance, although the throw's up here, but it's too high. It was still good fielding by Hinch. but the throw was just a little bit too high, and by the time Anthony took the bails off, which was still good work by him, Ben was able to make his ground. So they got 5 out of that. As Anthony bowls to Ben. And Ben only going to be 2, although it will be run out, but it won't be. Would have been if it hit. Didn't, and they get 2. Last ball. This will be Anthony Campbell's last ball of the evening. Can they make toll of it? And the answer is reasonably so. They get 4, and that's the end of the over. So he's got 1 wicket, but he's gone for a few. There he is, 1 for 33. And that's what he's brought to the table tonight. Julian the Schlunger. Play ball. And 1 run. Them just hanging out for another one of those catching situations for Anthony Campbell, where he deliberately doesn't take the catch but tries to tap the ball onward to somebody in a better position to actually take the catch. I reckon that's out. Yeah, run out. Want a review? Yep. I reckon he was dawdling there. They didn't even really appeal for this run out, but I still reckon it's gone. And the batsman just checking to see that that I actually gave it run out. And I said, yes, I have. So this will be interesting, because I've just sort of taken upon myself here to just give it. I think it's already hit there. It's definitely hit there, and you're still gone. Yeah, whichever way you look at it, and you're still gone even there. So no wonder I picked it. It was about 4 frames, and maybe no one appealed because they just knew that obviously it was out by heat. So why bother? And yeah, 2 runs to Bailey there. Where was I? Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, waiting for a catch that he pops up to someone else. What he claimed happened on Thursday night. What a crock of shit. Yeah, anyway, that's 2. Last ball. This is Julian. Bailey. Oh, underneath edge, they get none. End of the over. So Jules has got 3 for 20, and I reckon he'd be pretty happy with those figures. And if you could get 3 for 20 off Jules's overs in a game, you'd take that as a win, I reckon, prior to the commencement of the game. Deadrock, as long as they don't get any more than about 48 from him, you've done well. Play ball. He's done well. It's a little bit harsh on Deadrock, but I don't care. Deadrock's actually been okay with the ball tonight overall. That was hit for 2. How's he going? Yeah, he's gone for, I think we're up to about 15 runs off his bowling. He's got a couple of wickets. Ben Hamlin doesn't usually take toll of bowling very often. He's a 1 and 2 man with an occasional 3, irrespective of who's bowling. And last ball. So there would have been an argument for bowling. I can't remember. It's an argument but for having Deadrock, Julian, and Anthony Campbell bowl 2 overs. That's out. 2 overs each when Ben's batting. That's the end of the over. It wouldn't be the worst tactic imaginable. Anyway, Deadrock's ended up with 3 for 11, so yeah, we will have to say that tonight he's been pretty handy with the ball. Yeah, deserves some praise, and I'm happy to give it to him when it's there to give. I hope I have internet tomorrow, but I'm not confident, no. Play ball. Will I ever have it again is a question that I might pose. 2 runs. I'll tell you what, when it comes to the idea of things like smartphones and internets and, you know, laptop computers, desktop computers, you name it, if these people piss me off to the point of no return, which hasn't quite happened yet, but gee whiz, it's in the conversation. Anthony bowls this one. I get 2. I'm more likely, if I split the dummy completely, the end result will be, and I'm telling you this quite honestly and wholeheartedly, no ball off the pitch, last ball, the end result will be I won't have a phone or a computer at all, and there'll just be no way to contact me unless you do it through maybe my wife or something like that. 2 runs, end of the over, yeah. If they annoy me to the point where I give up completely, it'll just be, well, stuff ya. I just won't have an internet service at all, I won't have a computer ever. And I'll have no mobile. I'll just, play. So let's hope they don't get to that point because, you know, I do need those things really for a number of reasons. No, he got back. No. I even hopes he would be probably annoyed if I didn't have any other way for him to contact me other than if it was letting my wife know that he wanted to get hold of me. And it had to go through that process every time. You know, and he wouldn't be the only one in that situation. I have a company that I work for as a sales rep that sends me information, you know, semi-regularly. 2 runs there. Last ball super ball, and as I said, it would make difference. I wouldn't be able to go in these footy tipping competitions or cricket competitions without internet. Anyway, it's the end of the over. Yeah, may as well give me the ball, dead rock. Why not? Thanks, mate. Yep, there you go, and there's that one. Yeah, you know, so I don't really think that it'll come to that option, but geez. I can tell you that my mum and dad went through their entire life. Mum's still with us, and without a mobile phone or a computer or anything like that, they managed to get through. They still survived. I mean, well, Dad eventually passed away, but it was not due to technology. And Mum's in a nursing home, but you know, she actually, one of my uncles actually bought my mum a mobile phone. I reckon it was about maybe 8 years ago, and yeah, never used it. Didn't know how to use it. Didn't know how to charge it. It just sat there. Yeah, he bought it, and yeah, it never got used at all. So yeah, which is probably what would happen if somebody bought me a smartphone. Although unless they were prepared to spend a couple of months teaching me how to use it, and it would take that long probably. So, you know, who's got the patience to spend with me on that? Not too many people, I don't reckon. Anyway, Dead Rock and Anthony Bettadetty will be batting. Yeah. It's harder to get scammed if you don't have those things. That would have been my dad's argument, one of his arguments. And there is some truth to that, to be fair. Be a lot harder to be scammed if you didn't have a computer or a mobile. Play ball. And there's been plenty of people that have been scammed out there. Play ball. Lots of people have, and I tell you what, once it's happened to you, I reckon all those people would go, well, I could have done without those things as well if I had known that was going to happen. So, you know, there'd be a small minority of people out there that are still prepared to live their lives without either of those things. I've at least, you know, come some way forward in that regard. At least I have a mobile phone, the dumbass old one that it is, and a standard desktop computer that's nothing particularly fancy. It's reasonable. 2 runs. But, yeah, difficult to live your life without those things at all, as even I would freely admit. Dead Rock, good use of the feet, and the throw from Damo almost takes Adam Pearce's head off, and they get 7. That was a nice shot by Dead Rock. That's the end of the over. Yeah, no, there's no wicket there. Anyway, they get 11 runs off the over. Play ball. This is Ben Hamlin. And he bowls to Deadrock. And Deadrock, yeah, it's a lovely looking shot. Yes, you'd pay reasonable money to watch this bloke bat. You really would. But if you were paying money to watch him bowl, you'd be wanting change out of $1.50 because that's not all that flash. But although tonight he's been a little bit above par for his performance with the ball tonight. Ben bowls this, and it's leg side. Anthony tried to hit it, and no, there was no contact there. It's missed everything. Anthony Campbell on his phone. So Ben bowls this one. A bit of outswing for him, and it was actually well bowled. It caught the edge, and they got through for a run. It was a good effort by Deadrock and Geelong to keep the Ants down to 74, I thought. Hinchy had a fairly big say in that. He picked up 6 wickets tonight. There's 2 runs there for Deadrock, and that's the end of the over. Yep, and they really struggled to hit him, really, looking at his... there was a 1-4 in there, but that was a 2 on a super ball. So he never went for any more than 2 off any shot. Play ball. And as you said, he picked up 6 wickets. 2 to Deadrock. And one of those was on the Super Bowl, so it's, I guess 5 legitimate wicket-taking deliveries, but 6 wickets credited to him. That's out court. So, yeah, that wasn't... no, they crossed easily. Adam asking me, but no, that time they well and truly crossed. No-brainer. Deadrock hits that for 2. I wonder how Lloyd's going on the MCG there. We haven't even brought you a score there, but we might shortly. It's still a partnership to go there, but that game will finish before ours. It started well before. That would have been out. They get 3. And it's last ball. See you next Tuesday made 93 runs batting first in that game against the Hooters. Come back to that. And Deadrock helps himself to 2. And that's the end of the over. Anyway, the Hooters are making a fairly good fist of that run chase. They're on 88 and they've got, it's in the 14th over. The second pair for the Hooters made 67. Don't know who that was, but they smacked them, I imagine. Play ball. This is Ben Hamlin again. Yeah, they're going to get some of his overs out the way early here, it would seem. 3 runs to Deadrock, who played that quite nicely again. Oh, he's hit it's hit the base of the stumps, but the bails haven't come off. And we'll just wait on that. No, don't touch it, because if it falls off by its own accord before he starts his run up for the next ball, I can still give it out. So if you're the batting team here, well, you're probably hoping that he hurries up and bowls the next ball. Anyway, he's bowled the next ball. It's too late now. 3. But that was amazing. That ball, you could see it hit the base and it ricocheted off at an angle, and yet it wasn't enough to get the bail to fall off at any point. Out court, last ball. And that's the sort of situation where you'd like to show that footage to Tim Howard from the Pirates on a Thursday, because apparently that needs further explanation to get him to understand it. That's the end of the over. That's another story. Good bloke Tim Howard. He's a little bit slow on the uptake. Can't wait to see Tim Howard again. Play ball. Anyway, this is Adam Pearce, and you'd imagine Deadrock wouldn't, be the sort of bloke that would be looking to score a few runs off this bloke. That's exactly what he tried to do, and it worked out okay, because it's actually, despite a good effort from Alistair down there, it went for 5. balls to Anthony, and he doesn't play the shot as convincingly as Deadrock did, but still manages to pick up 2. Dan Jimmy sitting there on the sidelines by himself on his own with no mates currently. Not out. He doesn't even have a can of deodorant to keep him company at the moment either, Julian, which may be one of the reasons why he's actually sitting by himself. Just sort of throw that in. Adam comes into by the Deadrock. It's well played. Alistair's fielding was decent, but they got through for 3. And there's 1 ball to go here in the 5th over. Adam. Alistair. Oh, he had him cold. They get 1. That's the end of the over. Gee, this partnership has been all about Deadrock. 33. Anthony showing up for appearance so far with only the 3 runs to his name. Alistair looks like the bloke that's going to be bowling this over, which won't suit Anthony's play too much. Play ball, but I think Deadrock is capable of batting well against almost any bowler. Anthony actually played that one to be quite well, to be fair, and picked up a couple. Yeah, he's ready. Alistair bowls to him. It's a good ball from Alistair. And as it turned out, it was actually too good for Deadrock on that occasion. So that's a real win for the bowler there. Yeah, Deadrock's not happy that he didn't hit that, but you got to live with sometimes the bowling is just good. And that was a decent ball. The shot was even better because that was pretty much a Yorker. And he still managed to hit it firmly back at the other end, straight drive, hit the stumps, ricocheted for 5. So he's played, he couldn't have bowled a better ball than that if you were aiming to bowl the Yorker. And still went for 5. Anthony played it okay, but he would have been run out. That isn't what happened. They get 1, last ball, super ball, shit me. The next pair is going to be Anthony Campbell and Phil Wakefield. Anthony says don't run because you've got the skin. I reckon they're still going to run here and see. Yep, they are, but it'll be okay. And that's the end of the over. Deadrock gets 2. Yep, so the next partnership's going to be Anthony Campbell and Phil Wakefield. And I'm trying to work out a set of circumstances where this partnership could go well. And I'm stuffed if I can come up with any reason. So I actually reckon this will be a struggling partnership. And it'll be left up to Hinchy and Julian the Shillonga to repair whatever damage is created through this pair so that they can still get up and win. Yep, there'll be all sorts of chaos in this partnership, I'm tipping. Run-outs, lack of communication between the batsmen with regards to running between wickets, blaming. It'll be all happening here. Play ball. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping for. And I won't be the only person hoping for that. There's a shot from Phil Wakefield, if you could call it that, because he didn't make any contact. Already Anthony's giving him advice already after 1 ball. Yeah, maybe hit it into the side net so we can run maybe. That might be on the agenda. Joel bowls. And that's nothing either. So it's 3rd ball here, 3rd ball. And Anthony puts his hand in there as if to say, mate, any danger that you might hit one. That was quite a wide ball. It wasn't that easy. And they will get through for 2. Anyway, it doesn't take long. Anthony's just saying can't get the bloody strike. And I mean, they've only had 3 balls. It's not that long. Anyway, here we go. Anthony, a no ball off the pitch. He hits it. Oh, gee, I thought a run out was coming. Excuse me, yeah, I give you the no ball, absolutely. Last ball. You know, they did well not to get out on that, I thought. And they might Yeah, well, that was going to be tight. Anyway, that's the end of the over, and they get a couple there. So they get through the first over with 6 runs, and they give each other a little bit of a gentle fist bump. But I still think there's potential for a fair bit of fun to be had in this partnership. Play ball by everybody other than the 2 batters involved. In the air, man safely. Chance of a run out to throw a bit wild. And they got 2. They're getting away with it a little bit at the moment. Over the wicket. That could change quickly. 1 wicket might bring half a dozen. Oh, swing and a miss. Phil was talking to me earlier, actually. Reckons he hasn't been batting all that well. Have I picked up anything that I can suggest to maybe, help him along a bit? And I said, I haven't really been thinking about it all that closely. I'll take a little bit more notice next time you bat. Well, this is next time he's batting. 3rd ball, he didn't move his head, didn't hit either of the last 2 as he bowls this. And, well, he's actually going to get 7 for that, but it wasn't a very good shot. And it's last ball. Anyway, Phil's faced 6 balls. 4 of them have been dots, a 2, and that's 7, which is a bit fortunate. And that's too good for Anthony, and that's the end of the over. Swap ends. Yep. Phil's been around for quite a long time, and what he's not doing correctly with the bat probably is a situation that should have been solved well and truly before now, but I'm happy to see if I can pick up anything that might help him along. Play ball. So see what happens here. Well, aerial. Oh, the throw hits Anthony, but no. No, that's not out, but I can tell you right now that if Dean Jagger had thrown that ball, there would have been an appeal and a potential blow-up for not paying it. Anyway, Joel bowls this one to Anthony, and it's a good ball. No, you're not out. I gave the 5 runs to Anthony Campbell too, so we'd better fix that, because that would be a tragedy if I gave it to him and not Phil, when Phil was the one that hit the 5. So I've just fixed that. Yep. Just waiting for the keeper to put the rubs back on him. Out of his crease, and he's going to be stumped. So that's that's just trying to work out whether we can blame Phil for that. Going to be hard pressed to. He's batting out of his crease. Got Ben Hamlin keeping, and as soon as he missed the ball, which was a wideish delivery, he had no chance of getting back. Oh jeez, he gets through for a hard fought 1. Last ball. So Philly needs to be watching the ball closely onto the bat. He needs to be moving his feet. Let's see what he does here. He gets 3. That's the end of the over. I mean, that's advice for anyone batting, really. Watch the ball closely. Watch it out of the hand, watch it onto the bat, and move your feet when you're playing the shot. Don't just anchor your feet and swing. Play ball. Adam Pearce. Play. Spin bowler here, so this will be interesting to see how Phil plays this. It's played it from the crease, and it ended up really being a half volley. So had he have come down to meet that, he could have easily hit it on the full and scored even a boundary possibly there, as he faces this one. And that one's dropped on him, hit his foot. So didn't work out all that well. 3rd ball. Having said that, they're on 19 and they're only 10 away from victory, so the team's still in pretty good shape here. 3rd ball. What are we going to get from Adam on 3rd ball? Will he push it through quickly, or will he... no, he flights it. Oh, well filtered by Ben. And they get through for 1. Yeah. Anthony Campbell's the man on strike here. He's in his crease at the moment as he faces up against
Adam. And that's too good for him. It's spun away. He played it from the crease, so he's safe. Last ball. Is he going to come down the wicket to this one, or is he going to play from the crease again? We'll see. He comes out of his crease, and he played it okay. It's a fine glance that he gets 1 for, and that's the end of the over. So he hit that okay. Probably would have picked up runs 1 or 2 in an outdoor game and a shot like that. Anyway, Joel Wolfrey will bowl next. Play ball. Things are going better for this pair than I thought they might do. There's a drop catch and a missed run out. And now they're going to run. Look at the acceleration there by both batsmen between the wickets. Joel Wolfrey bowls to Phil Wakefield. Going to get 3 for 3. Did play that shot across the line, so maybe a straighter bat would be another bit of advice for me, mate, Phil. It's a misfield, and what should have been 1 has ended up being 4. All of a sudden, they're in front by 1. The 2 legendary left-handed batsmen to follow. Julian the Shillonga in particular, as Joel bowls this one, and it's a good ball. So Phil lets it go, but that's not going to work out for him. The last ball, anyway, no damage. That game finished on the MCG, and I didn't see what the final score was, but that's all right. I suppose I could go back in and find it, actually, even on my court here, but I can't be stuffed doing that, I don't think. And that's the end of the over. Actually, I've changed my mind, and I will. Get to near the end of the game, and yeah, there it is. It's just finishing there when I do it. Right, play ball. Didn't move his feet at all. Just swung from the bootlaces. And Alistair's a good bowler, and you're not going to get away with that tactic long term. Like the Hooters won by about 40 odd. It's out. I don't think it's too high. Well, I didn't call it. I didn't call it, but you've been out at that end anyway. So either way, it's going to be a wicket. Well, I gave it court. I can't. No, I'm not replaying the ball. I didn't give you out. I gave it court. Well, I didn't pay it. I'm not giving Anthony run out. I was going to stick with the catch. It was probably a bit high. I didn't call it. I was caught up in the middle of what I was doing and didn't pay too much attention. And let it go. And he hit it straight down the throat of Ben, and I paid the catch. So I think it's probably a bit stiff. 1. I'll wear that one, although I will have a quick look just to make sure, see how high that actually was. That was the bowls, and no, don't reckon. Last ball, Super Bowl. Let's see if I can see this one of Phil's. Last ball, Super Bowl. And no run. End of the over. Let's have a look at this one now that I can and just see how high that actually was. Geez, I tell you what, I don't know that it is actually too high. It's around about, well, it's below shoulder as he plays the shot, and got a top edge. What do you reckon, Hinch? No, do you reckon that's too high? No, it was a bouncer, about short one. That's where it ends up. So he got a top edge. I don't reckon that's too high, eh? Yep. So Anthony and Phil weren't happy with that, but Yeah. And Hinchy's had a look at the replay, as have I, and we both agree it's not too high. Play ball. So, yeah. I thought maybe I had screwed the pooch there a little bit, but I don't reckon I have. No, it hasn't got it. Yeah, it would have been. 2 to Hinch. Bailey. B for Bailey put in bold. Wide. Jules gets a wide. Yeah, so that short one was not too high. And when I gave it out court, that was the right call. And it's been backed up from Hinchy on the replay as well. That's a good ball. Yeah. When I said I thought I was a bit worried for a moment, they sort of reacted as if I knew it was a shortish ball, and judging by the reaction there, they obviously thought it was going to be called. Hasn't got the ball there, so that's going to be 2. Last ball, and because I probably wasn't quite on song with what I was doing at that point in time, I'll admit that. I thought, oh gee whiz, maybe I've made a bit of a blue here and not concentrated properly on the decision at hand. But as it turned out, it wasn't the wrong decision at all. That's 4. End of the over. Let's see what time that was. Play. So Ben Hamlin bowls and Hinchy hits it well, but they don't run. And that might not be the first time you see that happen in this partnership. Hammered. It goes all the way. They do go for the run this time. They get 7. Good shot by Hinch. That's nicely played by Julian the Shillonga. And he picks up 2. It's a really good shot by Jules. It's his number 1 go-to shot. And there's nothing wrong with the way he plays that. It's a shot to be proud of. Well, the ball's gone out of the net there, but they crossed, so they get there too. Hammers it. I reckon you're just out. I'll let you review. It's really close, but I reckon you're just out. I gave you out, but it is a really close one, and Jules likes to review everything, and we don't let him often, but it's close enough to let him do it here, I reckon. I reckon you're just out, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're just out, mate. It's a frame and a bit. Yeah, so we didn't screw him. He's gone. But I was happy to let him review that, as it was probably half a frame in reality. Last ball. Yeah, the stumps are absolutely destroyed, and he's still got a little bit of work to do. That's okay. End of the over. Anyway, I was happy to let him review that off his own bat, because we don't often let him do that, because a lot of the time he wants to review and there's no chance. That was at least close enough to have a look and give him the option. So I let him. Play ball. Damien. Wide. Oh, Chris Sell, what game are you watching, mate? What game are you watching, Chris? Yeah, no idea. Chris Sell watching at the back there. He knows it's wide, and now he's smiling. He just like to have a go. Court. How's this partnership going at the moment? 11 in the third over. That's how far in front they are. Look at that defence from Hinchy. They get 3 for that. And it's last ball coming up. Oh, we've had a fun night in the chair again here at SEMA Sports on a Tuesday. almost a shame it's nearing an end. As Damo bowls this one. And he says no, and that's the end of the over. It's 9:23 at the moment. We'll get home a little bit earlier tonight. It won't do us any harm. What am I going to do though? No internet. Have I mentioned that before? Play ball. Yeah. That's a good shot by Hinch. They used the feet and whacked it over the fielders for 7. Round the wicket. Oh, Jules. He tried to hit that on through square leg. It ended up going through point. And anyway, he'll take the 2. But not where he aimed it. Out of your crease. Out. And Hinchy will know. But yeah, he knows that rule. Yeah. As Bailey bowls to Hinch. And he'll be run out now. So Julian screams yes, yes, yeah. And anyway, Hinch was probably going anyway, but it's cost them the wicket. And last ball, they're 13 ahead. They'll do enough, you'd suggest, to get victory here, but they're not dominating. Over. Right, so 3 for 13 Bailey Britton, that's all right. They're on 87. Adam Pearce probably, and then probably Alistair, I reckon. Play ball. Well bowled. And third ball. Right, so Hinchy knows that he probably won't be facing the ball after this, unless somehow it's a wide or a no ball and they don't go. That's 2. They need, from a bowling team's perspective here, they need to probably try and keep Jules on strike as much as possible, which is not all that easy to do. As Adam comes in the bowl to Julian. He switch hits, and that doesn't work for him. So he's, I don't know where he's got, well, I probably do know where he's got those sort of ideas in his head, but he needs to not have them, because that is not the percentage play. You know, he's not a Dave Warner or co that can actually do that effectively. Really was a throwing away of a wicket. And Hinchy wasn't very impressed with that shot of Jules. He won't want to do it again. Last ball. Yep, so they probably in 2 minds here. They wouldn't mind conceding a single. They probably won't run here, I don't think. No, oh jeez. And that's the end of the over. Jules wanted to, Hinchy no, and well, there wasn't a run there. Yeah. So anyway, we're left with still some sort of chance for the Ants. They probably third ball. Best result for the Ants here is they get 1 or 2 off the first ball, and Hinchy doesn't get to face another one. Yeah, let's see what they can do. So third ball. That'll be 2. Played it well, but probably out, and he will be. That might not necessarily be a terrible result for the batting team. I mean, Hinchy's on strike now, and there's 3 balls left. So what does he do here? Possibly block it out, then score more than 4. Oh, they are going to run here.
I reckon that keeps the result ajar a little bit here for the both teams. So that'll make it 10 difference with 2 balls left, and it might be up to Jules to try and block them both out. Around the wicket. So, I think she's thinking maybe they'll run. Oh, he's been called through. And even if they get out there, it probably wouldn't have been the end of the world. And now it won't be either, because now they can't be beat. Yep, last ball, Super Ball. Hammered. They'll get 10. And that's the end of the over. End of the game. Hey, Anthony. Anthony, can you come here for a minute, please? It's not that one. I'll show you this the short one. I want to show you the short one. Yeah. I didn't give you out. I gave him out court. No, but it's not. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Hang on. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, all right. No, hang on a minute. I got it for you. No, you didn't. No. Okay, I just wanted to show you, because you both